our people if you start migrate to this country. As we always said, this is part of because the media to checkmate individuals who are wrongfully proceeding. Actually, great to be. It is wet Tuesday morning. It is wet. We have one full of yesterday, and today seems to be another day. It looks like it's actually good to be.
Okay, it's good to have you. So, how's the weather been treating you? Say yesterday, been raining.
Yeah, it has been really difficult. Most especially small people the way I live, it's a really like two, two hill. It has the escape and all the vacuum. So the water
Oh, I thought you were living around Mississauga.
so so you normally we have the two sacks in the community. So part of that, I think Jeremiah did I think we did so but all it's people there are really challenging things. Because the main road that we need to within the community normally take what I would feel for a person to get through a really difficult goal. In the midst of it, we up strong, and it's part of the fact that this is the reason that yeah, it's a season. Once the season comes, we just brace ourselves for it. Just be quiet, go to brace yourself, buy your gear, your umbrella, your raincoat, and your raincoat in order to put yourself in the right time. Because what happens is that it actually makes you from your normal activity. Like some people, they fight, you skip for you have to wait for it to see because you don't want to rely deeply when you get the car your workplace and school, so you have to wait. In order for you to coexist, you just have to buy your rain gear, your umbrella, raincoat, and wind. So I have a very good return rain yesterday. And we raise ourselves. There's a possibility that rain will go also.
Okay, as the voice of Ishmael Logan, he's here. Partnering with me this morning, the Punch Breakfast Show. And guys, this issue of flooding, as Ishmael was saying, we are experiencing flood in various communities across Liberia. Yesterday, our reporter went in a Tuporo community area, huge flood. But what's leading to flood is that people are building their houses on the way. And once you build a house on a unit, Ishmael, the waterway it will block, and there will be no way for water to pass through the road. So as experience of these things, we will be calling on a fellow citizens. It's good that when you are building a structure, get to know where you are building because now you become homeless whenever the rain season comes. Whenever we enter rainy season, that's the time you start to experience a flaw in your community, most especially at your very home. So it is good that you, as a citizen, once you are building your house, there should be an advice from the public works ministry. Um, Even if you are living in the PCC, the PCC area, you should seek advice from uh, the PCC folks. Yeah, the folks from PCC, that's a business corporation, because they know the alleyways, they know the waterways, they know everything when it comes to this particular community, this particular city rather. So um, we are in prayers with you guys this morning. Those that's experiencing flood, we are in prayer, guys, and we hope things become better. We hope government can see need in coming to assist you guys because Ishmael is alarming.
Exactly.
It's not only just Dupont various community. Yesterday, when our reporter was live, I watched part of the live video. I saw people complaining on the Ralphie Highway. There's another flooded area. on the Ralphie Highway in Doe community, even in the same Pinsville that we are, other communities in this Pinsville are becoming flooded. Just yesterday, that's the read from yesterday. Imagine if the rain continues on today and tomorrow, what becomes of them? What become of them? So it is good that when you are building your house, you seek advice from the Ministry of Public Works, you seek advice from local authorities that are around your community. If you're in a Gardnersville area, if you're in a Pinsville, if you're in a central town, everywhere that you are, it's good that you seek advice from the proper authority, Ishmael.
Yeah, it's actually great. And the Ministry of Public Works have made some of these deals many times. That is, before people construct any structure, they should go to the zoning department so that the ministry can be able to do an assessment to know whether the site you are building is comfortable for construction.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is where we are at a time that everyone complaining on the state of the economy, and now people homes are being flooded. So what will happen is that it gets at a point. Even the disaster management agency have made it clear that it's challenging in terms of financial, assistances in order to carry out its functions.
Mm.
So as a result, you will see maybe some of these lawmakers around will just come and be giving handout, and these handout they are giving cannot sustain that self family for the loss the damage created. So it will be important because it's often said that prevention is better than cure, because the time you're going to wait to cure something might lead to something else. But if you prevent it, it's going to automatically place you in the rest state.
Sure.
So in order for us to just do away with this, is in order to don't just be, it's not about you want to have a home, right? But you should follow the Ministry of Public Works there, because they have their engineers that are trained in those areas, so that will be able to tell you and give you necessary advice that you need in order to go about your construction. So
yeah,
if you do that, it helps you. It saves your time, your resources, because you're talking about a home that you took almost all of your investment and just place it in it get flooded. Because the bad thing about when these places are flooded, even damage some of those that are affected by the flood. So it will be good that as you go about to construct, because what someone can even go about brave to do is that someone will even go and build in waterway. You will go and cut down the mango trees, all because you see that it's a vacant land. And the EPA have told you that all wetland in this country belong to government. So those of you that are building in waterway, you are violating the law. You are violating the law. Because once a wetland is always a wetland, what they will normally do you is that they will during the dry season, they will dry. But once the season comes, they will have to come back to their territory. That's the thing about wetland. So you can just easily do away with it. So it's important.
Okay, so that's the voice of Ishmael. This news just coming in this morning from the executive mansion. They say for immediate release, President Joseph Newman Boakai nominates additional members of government June 11, 2024. The executive mansion, Monrovia, Liberia. His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, has nominated additional members of government affecting the Ministry of National Defense. Those nominated were applicable are subject to confirmation by the Liberian Senate. The institution and those nominated are the Ministry of National Defense, Dr. Augustine T. Lamy, Deputy Minister for Administration, Spencer Liko, Deputy Minister for Operations, William T. Toh, Assistant Minister for Administration. Okay, Deputy Minister and Administration and Assistant. Okay, so William T. Toh, Assistant Minister for Administration, Richie B. Kamara, Assistant Minister for Coast Guard Operations, Alan C. Cheerson, Assistant Minister for Operation, Sober George, Assistant Minister for Public Affairs, Keseli Zine, Assistant Minister for Civil Works, these nominations surpass any previous published in similar agency and position. President Boakai further calls on all those nominated to continue to demonstrate diligence, commitment, integrity, professionalism, loyalty, and serve the country as well. Signed, Kulabi Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary, Executive Mansion. So that's the new nomination there done by His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia. So the former ruling party, the CDC, the former ruling party, the CDC, is gradually becoming a problem for them. It's becoming a serious problem for the CDC. It says here, breaking news: the National Patriotic Party of Liberia has announced its withdrawal from the Coalition for Democratic Change with immediate effect. The National Patriotic Party of Liberia on June 10, 2024, through its national chairman, Honorable George Sylvester Moba, officially announced its official withdrawal. From the Coalition for Democratic Change, bringing to an end. Listen to this part: bringing to an end political marriage that has lasted for a little over 6 years. Political marriage that has lasted a little over 6 years. The NPP play a significant role in bringing the former ruling CDC of George Weah to Liberian presidency, and they were the second largest party behind the Congress for Democratic Change. The NPP also announced that it will not engage in any political alliance until 2028. Until 2028, they will not engage in any political alliance. This one was signed by NPP chairman, Honorable George Moba. You know, I sent him a text to see if he could appear with us on tomorrow, but he told me that he do have a schedule already for tomorrow. But this is a trending news that we have to look at this morning. Okay, I'm trying to get this direct statement from him, Josh Moba. Okay, let me go to his page. It says here, this is 12 hours ago. It said, today I officially announced the withdrawal of the NPP from the Coalition for Democratic Change in line with Article 11, Section 2 of the Coalition Framework document. The decision was in compliance with the votes of 40 National Executive Committee members out of 52. The Executive Committee further passed a resolution prohibiting the party from joining any alliance until 2028. So that's a statement coming from Josh Moba. Before I come in there, Ishmael, here we are. The Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, is very shut in the legs again. Once, you know, with the the NPP walking away from their political marriage, it becomes a loophole in the CDC.
Yeah, you know, it really, because this thing I've been expecting similar, you know, decision following the internal wranglings, beginning with this issue about the external barrier and the embattled external barrier and the embattled chairman then James Barney, when his faction supported the United Party during the election. And they have been on this thing about the back and forth, and said happening as a result on the LPDP of Ellis Tyler, of former Speaker Ellis Tyler, wherein they said part of the agreement that they signed, the coalition framework to support CDC in the 2017 election, they had an agreement that the CDC, the Congress, is not living up to its part of the commitment. That is the certain positions that should be given to those, other political party members. But part of that, one side have not, lived up to the bargaining. So as a result, the LPDP had a split. They withdrew their support. And coming down to the NPP, and they too have been back and forth with the Congress. That is, the Congress have not been in the position to live up to a commitment, and they cited that the Stand-Up Barrier, who was the then Vice President, Madam Joy Howard Taylor, have not been given due courtesy when this issue about her benefit came about, and that leaked audio of the former Bongane Superintendent, Madam Esther Walker, when she went to meet the former president, George Weah.
Yeah.
In that meeting, what she said, she was given a bottle of Coca-Cola soft drink.
And she was drinking it until I can remember that.
Yes. And she said in that meeting, Summer to and Natana Magio and Koji, they told her something that is they were plotting to overthrow President George Weah then, so that they can have or leadership from Bong County. So that was how that relationship was not really, straight between the two of them. So even going to the election, the political pundits believe that the reason why we saw the then president and vice president, moving about on political rally was that they just wanted to create that situation so that people don't see their differences, but there was a huge split. So on their faces, they pretended that things were cool.
Everything was okay.
Yeah, but things weren't cool. From the day that revelation was made, the rapport between the NPP and the Congress have not really been cool. But due to the point of the day, they just had to create that impression that they are cool. And coming to the withdrawal from the coalition.
Yeah.
It's important because similar happened with the ANC. The ANC withdrew from the CPP.
The CPP, yeah.
So I think part of that is that political parties want to re-strategize so that they get an appreciation of the political landscape, so that they can be able to weigh the possibilities of political parties. Because the thing is, this is where people come about. Say, well, politics is about interest, and we have similar issue with MOVE. With MOVE, like Mr. P was here yesterday.
Yeah,
the MOVE.
All political parties are becoming divided.
Exactly.
And now this send a message. CDC is the they were just in power. They were collaborating with the NPP. I just don't know where or what's the former vice president position on this split between the CDC and the National Patriotic Party. Why am I asking this question? I'm asking the question because since we've been hearing this news about the NPP walking away from the coalition, there haven't been a statement or there haven't been a press conference held by the former Vice President Joy Howard Taylor. She becomes tight-lipped now on issues that are emerging from the coalition. When she was serving as Vice President for the CDC, whenever people or James Barney used to come up with a press statement, that's the time she and George Mobile and other folks used to come up with a counter press statement towards that press statement.
Yeah, sure.
But now, Joy Howard Taylor, the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, who served as Vice President under George Weah, is now tight-lipped. She says absolutely nothing with the political, with this political ups and downs that is occurring between the CDC and the NPP. So now, here's my point. If Joy Howard Taylor become tight-lipped and she not saying anything, that raises an eyebrow that she's in support of everything that is occurring now. The political, get away from each other now, from the CDC and the NPP. So the NPP is going away. They are going their own side. The CDC is going her own route. I don't know if they may come back together because they are saying that they are now going to align with any political party until 2028, and 2029 is the presidential election. So now what they are saying that they are going back to that closet to see Oh yes, we have put up a presidential candidate before. Former President Charles Taylor served as president for this particular political party. So there is need now we recalibrate to come up with new brand new ideas so that we can see if we can put up a presidential candidate in the upcoming 2029 election, or if we can emerge with another political party to see if we can go as presidential candidate or serve as vice president again to that coalition. So now, Joy Howard Taylor is type-lipped. I don't know if she's in support of this because I didn't see her at the conference, and George came up with this statement, and it's this is a trouble for the CDC since the departure of Mobile Molu. Since the departure of Mobile Molu, the CDC is becoming divided. The only people now that we see that are representing the CDC, that Johnson Koji, that Janako, and just few parties member, just few. The top notch, the George Weah himself. George Weah is even shy away from the CDC. When last you saw George Weah talking about CDC matters, George Weah himself is shy away. So now here's the point. Ambassador Weah is not in country. Mobile Molu is no longer part of the Coalition for Democratic Change. He have established his own civil society movement called STAY. MPP is walking away, has already walked away from the marriage with the Coalition for Democratic Change. The LPDP herself too, few days from now you will see, because the last time they had a press conference too that they will be walking away from the coalition.
And the move has a split as well.
The move have a split. The move have a split. Others are saying their political leader, in person of Master Player, he should resign his position because he been selling the party to George Manneh Weah, former president. So you see, the entire process now leading to CDC re-giving momentum in the country is becoming difficult. It's totally becoming difficult because they are dying politically, and their alliance and people that supported them in the 2027 election, they all are running away from them, Ishmael.
Yeah, we don't know why the former vice president would be kind of quiet. She needs to speak, that she gave her definite position. But if I assume that she's in support of this, then it sends a message that basically she does not see her future within the CDC. That is probably the CDC is considering you someone as a running as a vice
presidential candidate
in the next election. So because there have been this issue about this back and forth on whether she enjoys the confidence of the because the thing is, people want to support political party that they feel that will protect their interests. That's the thing. Because part of her party, partisans of the NPP were on her back that they too were instrumental in the election of the coalition. So they should be given due concern as other political parties are given. And if they don't see this working, they deem it prudent to walk away from said marriage, because it should be about mutual respect and understanding. That is, people should respect political parties because they play a major role in the election of the coalition. People want to doubt that.
Yeah.
But the NPP has been one of Liberia's most prominent political parties in the country. And they played a major role in the coalition being elected to the presidency. And if they feel that they've not been respected, well, it's their right to walk away because it's part of the Constitution to associate, disassociate. That is legal. But now, where the problem is, what are the former vice presidents of? Because people should not walk away. Then she come out to say something different.
So now, Ishmael, Edwin Snow being one of the huge supporters of the in the election, Edwin Snow thought that he could deliver bombing capital to the CDC, but they were massively flocked in Bombay County. So now Mr. Snow himself is running away from the CDC. Yeah, I'm saying so in a sense. It says here, there's an article here. It says, according to Senator Eddie Mervyn Snow during his time away from the party. Okay, say Moravia, Bomi County Senator Eddie Mervyn Snow has requested to rejoin the National Patriotic Party (NPP). Snow was a founding member of the NPP and played a major role in the election of President Charles Taylor when he served as the first chairman of the Patriotic Youth Council, the party's youth wing. However, after Taylor's departure, Snow was among a group of NPP members who disassociated from the party. He ran as an independent in the 2005 general presidential election, won a seat in Montserrado County, eventually becoming Speaker of the House of Representatives in the 52nd legislature. After serving as representative of Montserrado County District Number 6 for 2 terms, he switched to Bomi County, where he won a legislative seat on the Unity Party ticket. You listen to this? He won a legislative seat on the Unity Party ticket. 3 years later, he contested as an independent candidate and won a senatorial seat in Bomi County. In his letter to the current NPP chairman, Josh Moba, Snow recounted his role in the NPP up to his departure. It will interest you to know that while serving the party over those years, I held firmly to the principles and values of the institution and imposed the party's vision for a better Liberia, where above all else, the dignity of the people will be held in the highest regard. He said, according to him, during his time away from the party, he closely followed the activities of the NPP and developed great admiration for the courage and steadfastness of its stewards. That's steward in view of the above, Mr. Chairman and members of the executive committee. I respectfully request that my application for membership renewal in the National Patriotic Party be considered favorably, he wrote. So the mayor is saying now he's running away from the CDC now. He's going back to the NPP and he's asking for his membership to be renewed. Eddie Mervyn Snow. Here we are again.
Yeah. and the whole keeps getting deep in because Senator Snow have been one person who've campaigned for the CDC.
Yeah.
And now coming requesting for membership renewal, a sense or message that the CDC needs to strategize, plan on how they can, be a formidable political party going in the 2029 election. Because
but what do you think of them? Do you think they will be a formidable force in the 2029 election with Josh Manor? We are being on the ticket.
Yeah, looking at the margin of the election, a sense of message that the CDC is a formidable party going to the election. So unless the activity of the ruling party be able to oversee that of the CDC, then it gives the ruling party an edge.
Yeah.
But if there will be a flip-flopping, then it means that a collaboration of the NPP, Mr. Cummings, and other individuals could provide a heavy political turmoil.
Do you think that Mr. Cummings will agree to go or emerge with the CDC? If yes, what position will he be serving? Because if Joshua says he's contesting for the 2029 election, and Mr. Cummings will now want to agree for somebody to serve as a presidential candidate over him. So do you think he will go as a vice president? Because he goes as vice president, it becomes a political mockery to Cummings that rejected the position as vice presidential candidate in the just ended election and came at 5th place with 1%. 7% to 1% in the just ended election. It will become a political mockery to Cummings.
Yeah, that's the thing. People want to get at certain positions anyhow, and they don't want to give credit to the already existing political situation on the ground. And it was clear that the 2023 election was either former President George Weah or then president or current President Barkai.
Yeah.
It was clear. But for somebody to just be with out of that space, to just come and take on number one or number two slot, it was something that was hardly impossible. But it went the way it go. But we opted that to that the best can play ball. To see Mr. Cummings, going a vast running as vast position candidate to a former president, it's something that is highly difficult to happen. But it's politics, we will say in politics, anything
nothing is impossible.
Exactly. So possible Mr. Cummings may go that way. But what I was saying is that a merger with the NPP, Mr. Cummings and the NPP, with other political parties would be a very good marriage, provided that he Cummings would be in the position to
it could become Cummings joining the NPP or emerging with the NPP. They face Cummings. I don't think setting him now to the public politically, for most especially for presidential position, it will be so difficult. I tend to be corrected here, folks. It will be so difficult because Mr. Cummings, the first election he contested, it came third, right? Third or fourth?
No, I think fourth.
Yeah, Prince Johnson came third. Coming fourth, and then the next election that you are contesting in coming to seventh place or sixth place, it becomes a total disgrace for you politically. So now I don't know what strategy he's coming back with to win the presidency. Is to merge with the NPP or to merge with the CDC. What position will he be asking them to serve as? Because he was given the position as vice president candidate on a silver platter. They take the vice presidency and give it to him. They say, Mr. Cummings is for you. He said, no, I don't want it. You are giving it to somebody else. Mr. Cummings rejected it. And now, where Mr. Jeremiah Kun is, Mr. Jeremiah Kun is well seated now for the 2029 election than any other political party or any other individual politically. Because if Ambassador Bwaka don't contest in the 2029 elections, Jeremiah Kun will fill a gap for the United Party. Our states tend to be corrected. We don't know what may happen. United Party is unpredictable. Something may occur. But Jeremiah Kun may become the favorite in the upcoming elections. If he do go against Josh Manewia, it becomes a different ball game in our politics.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because following because looking at Sir Joseph too, he's one person that
wait, man, what you mean Sir Joseph? Why you carrying Sir Joseph?
Yeah, because no,
Sir Joseph said, like Sir Joseph state senator. When because that are going to contest against Sir Joseph, Sir Joseph not there. I'm serious with you.
Yeah, the reason I'm mentioning his name because he's an executive member of the CDC, and if the former president will be considering someone to carry as vice presidential candidate, he may be that pick. So if Mr. Cummings coming coming within a marriage with the Congress, then he should himself that he already have people on the ground that have been grounded within that party. And now he one person that he's not willing to go as a second face. He wants to be the face.
But Mazio came here to want to be vice president to George Weah.
Now we're really be interested.
It will be so interesting, my brother. But the split in CDC, it should stay as an eye opener to all the political parties. The United Party shouldn't feel complacent now. They shouldn't feel complacent. They should put things together. They should start working now as soon as possible to get some of these guys over to them.
Yes.
The sooner the better. When you start to control them politically, they will not escape your hand from now up until the general presidential election in 2029. And that's the position now Mr. Jeremiah Kun should be serving in. To serve as the peacemaker to every political party. and start getting people from other political party over to him to support him politically. That's what Mr. Jeremiah Kun should be doing now.
Yeah, he should not, just rely on Nimba.
Yeah.
He should not rely on Nimba. He should be able to do they want to use the Rescue Alliance called Octopus engagement.
Yeah.
All across the country and staying there to, be able to share your vision with those people, because the best time to get them is when they are in movement or such.
Yeah.
Because if you allow the election it becomes difficult to get control of them. So now some of these people, they are in, crisis, they are in internal wrangling, be able to reach out. If you reach out, end result, it's going to pay you up. And that is part of the, the politics of the day. So
and my man, our brother and Jay left. My man, the minute they now start getting broke soon, man. Yeah. The minute now start getting broke soon. So politically, our brother, for them to be talking now, it will be very, very hard. It will be very hard for them. Our brother just left power. Some of them, the assistant minister, the deputy minister, we all can be saying now to they play. They don't used to sit down with us. They play now. We all can be sitting down. We'll be drinking our water. Some of them drinking a one bottle of small beer now.
That's why it's good, as individual to live a life of homelessness. It pays out, because life is like a ladder. As you going up, that same ladder you have to come down. So the people you will leave at the bottom, when you're coming down, you have to see them at top. So treat everyone that kind of way. But some of these men, some of those guys, they make themselves indispensable, so that they, even if they leave power, they don't see it really okay that they go back to the same people they've abandoned, they've locked down on.
Yeah,
it's a bad thing, because you may feel that CSDI is lifetime. It's not lifetime. You will have to leave the state of to come there. So for the fact that you were at that top, treat everyone equally. But some of them, they don't want to do it. So as a result, they don't have that face to go back to those people that they want, look down on. So it's important.
It's important, as Ishmael said. This is what we're talking about. The CDC and the NPP. The CDC is crumbling. It's falling gradually. It's time that we take your course on this segment, because coming at 8 o'clock, we'll have our first studio guest here this morning. So we get 10 minutes to 8. We can take calls for just 10 minutes. We can take 5 to 6 calls this morning on 0778 665 699. Once again, 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644. 0880 561 644 are the lines that you can call this morning, and you will be live with us on the Punch Breakfast Show with me, Boakai Amara Kamara, alongside Ishmael Logan. Let's take our first caller here this morning. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from? Okay, Raul, welcome. Just lower your receiver, please, brother. Okay.
Yeah. These people were giving a statistic relating to NPP leading the coalition, and the coalition is dropping down. And then I bring back a backdrop. So when ANC and other Liberty Party led the United Party, did the United Party drop also? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much. They stood and contested the elections, and won the election. I think that answers your question. We are talking about the division within the CDC now, and the United Party. Yes, there was a division. Yes, of course. I flagged that here. There was a division in the United Party, and they became victorious. So if the CDC can stand alone and win the election, no problem. But the second round of the elections, we saw other political party emerging with the United Party that got them to where they are today. Let's go to the phone line and take another person. Good morning, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
This is Johnny Montgomery from Cinco.
Johnny, welcome, my brother. You are live with us this morning.
Okay. Hello there. Thank you for the topic on the discussion this morning. My brother, I listen to you well. The reason why you see Evan Nevin Snow going back to NPP, Evan Snow want to be the standard bearer of NPP. And this coming 2029, he want to run as the standard bearer of the George Weah in 2029.
They want to be vice president, huh?
Yes, they want to be vice president.
Wow.
They may understand like brand politics. They understand it well. They're going to CDC, they're going to NPP back. Take it at least. Snow will be the standard bearer for the party. And he will run with George Weah 2029.
Wow. Okay.
That's overlooked that.
All right. Thanks so much for letting us know about that. 077-866-5699, 077-866-5699, 080561644, 080561644. The line you can call this morning, and you will be live with us on the Punch Breakfast Show. Snow is going back to calibrate to get his MPP together and see if he could contest or if he can contest as the vice presidential candidate on the CDC ticket comes to 29. Wow. It will be an interesting one. Snow lifted people's hands up in Bombing County, man. But all the people that he lifted their hand up, they didn't win. So I don't know where will Snow deliver to the CDC? Will it be Bombing when Alex Tyler is there? When Amarakon and other people are from the Cape Mountain, that's the Bapolu belt? Where will Mr. Snow get the numbers from to pull for the CDC? These are the questions that we should be asking now. So you can place in your calls on 0778-665-699. Once again, 0778-665-699 or 080561644, 080561644. We are looking at the departure of the NPP from the CDC. They left on yesterday and saying that they will not allow with any other political party till 2028 because the presidential elections will be in 2029. So they walked away yesterday. They said that they are walking away. There haven't been anything that issues that are between the both parties. If the CDC live up to the agreement or not, but they said that they are walking away, and it is time they re-strategize their political party to get things working for them as they approach the 2029 election. So they say that we're 2028 before we emerge to any other political party or we align with any other political party. So coming up this morning on 0778 665 699. Once again, 0778 665 699 or 080561644, 644, 080561644 are the line that you can call this morning. You'll be live with us on the Punch Breakfast Show. Like I said, Mr. Prince Mayor will be here this morning in 5 minutes time to talk about the movement for economic empowerment move. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning, Bakai. Good morning to you. I'm Gomo Emamara calling from Chicago.
Welcome, Pagomo.
Okay. Bakai, there's a problem of CDC. Before you talk about CDC, all those people that join with CDC, they saw their defeat. At PD living, I expect that, but somehow when we say things out of here, we are the CDC, Talo Party, integrated everybody. He never compare with anybody. CDC know very well they will now win no on set. I'm going to campaign. I'm going to campaign against until our $30 million more effort to be provided until our $50 million must be provided, and the $50 million President we have found to pay the civil service, and the money was $83 million. That money credit will be given, and this will be other thing. Our research, our invest. President was singing music. He just put a new music. So is that somebody that to run party ahead? It is not about their nahi. About so coward. Somebody just become president. He never get accountability to us. European Union money. It did 45 parliamentary house together. My brother, will never vote for CDC no more in their life.
Okay.
And they expected there cannot be, and no party will join.
All right. Thank you so much, Pagomo. Let's take another person from this line. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name are you calling from, bro?
Yeah, I'm Thomas. We're calling from Nizo. Bisa Plasi.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, you NPP leaving CDC in news. Because CDC remains the strongest opposition party in that now. For you, party that who you can beat Jawia 2029. So they're just joking. We don't want men to be fast president. So that they are going. I mean, none of the CDC.
Yeah, but in a post statement, they said they were the largest opposition political party that supported you to win the presidency in 2017.
Yeah, but they said they join me. But if they couldn't join me,
you are still going to win the election without them.
I'm still going to win. Because 2017 election, 2020 election, it was clear for Jawia.
So
nobody could have beat Jawia 2017 election.
Okay, so now with the way they left or they are leaving now, don't you think it's creating a loophole within the CDC? Don't you think so?
No, because more process will come after 2029. 2029 election, everything where ballot for Jawia.
2029 election will be like where ballot for George Weah.
Yeah.
All right, my brother. Thanks so much. You say your name again?
Thomas Wule.
My man, I hope you be calling on the show, man. I like your analysis.
All
right. Thanks so much. Let's take this other person. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, Barker. How you coming on?
I'm doing pretty well. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is Albert Kemugaya in Carwell this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Welcome. You're live on the show. Go ahead.
I listen to the news. One of the surprising things, one of my men called me last and he said, even the vice president voted to leave. But this vice president, that lady is a traitor.
You talking about Joy Howard Taylor?
Yeah, the former vice president, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
She voted against, let's say she voted for the leaving.
No. Don't say that in them because we hear from her yet. She haven't come up with a statement. So,
why I'm saying people who participated in the meeting, the discussion during the voting, they were 52. Mind you, they were 52 according to
and 40 voted. That's it. So we
voted to leave.
Yeah.
And mind you, this John Mulva guy that read the petition or that read a statement of leave or pulling out the CDC.
Yeah.
He was the one that was nominated by Joy Howard Taylor. When the James Barney crew came and they all went into that noise. So let me tell you something. CDC, what CDC had now, I will not lie to you. It's a serious problem. The issue here now, what we're getting is a clear information. Take it and believe it now. As we on the show and we pray to see 2029.
Yeah.
Eddie Snow going to go to MPP. Definitely Eddie Snow will be the flag bearer MPP. While we're hearing, Cummings is about to buy CDC.
So when Mr. Cummings buys CDC, what position will he be serving? Because Mr. Weah is a state type lip on whether he will contest the 2029 elections or not. So if Mr. Weah is contesting the 2029 election, what position will Cummings be serving?
Why I'm telling you, Mr. Weah will not contest.
Okay, so Mr. Cummings will be the person.
Yeah, he will be the flag bearer.
Wow.
And what will happen is CDC finished. What President Weah wanted to finish getting it because CDC man is divided into two components. You have the sedition, you have the Weah Shen. Now, if CDC is being sold, all those guys that are behind President Weah, former President Weah, they're going to go their way. And then Cummings will just because the Liberals are prepared to make Cummings president now.
Okay.
So that the end of CDC.
My man, like we saying now, let's take our last call. Then we have our guest here with us here already in the studio. We take our last call this morning on 0778 665 699 0778 665 699, and this is our last call for this morning. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, the President.
My man, I was calling you yesterday. Couldn't answer my call, my brother. Welcome to the show. You're live with us.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning to your colleague and the very people.
Mm.
There is a voice of Kwewu with them covering, and I join you this conversation from District to be here about the creepy dictator, Sumo Modiba.
Kwewu, I was calling you yesterday. Come tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Let's discuss that district number 3.
Okay, Chief.
Right.
I'll come at the station.
All right, go ahead. Make a contribution quickly.
Okay, thank you. You see, so let's be clear. Let me appreciate Councillor George Modiba for picking his party out of CDC. CDC, those people were in a collaboration or a correlations pretending. CDC is very arrogant. They don't respect any other people's view. And as I'm speaking to you, even the LPDP, there's conflict between them. That Moses Cody, who is his political leader, want them to leave. And Edward Paye, who is the Secretary General, they are the one that CDC stay pumping small things through that they want the LPDP to leave in the party with the coalition. But LPDP, I can assure you, we should leave CDC. The CDC will stay on her own. But my only point to George Sylvester Modiba is that they can reconsider their decision. You can come and work with the independent party on the 2029. We see how best that Bureau can go forward. So you on your own to sit on the field. You are a historical party in this country. You won election, but
so you want for the Bureau to come to United Party?
Oh yeah, let them come to United Party.
my man, move, man. My man, move, man. Thanks so much for calling in, folks. We now have our first set of guests here this morning with us. We'll go strictly into issues here. Trending issues making news when it comes to the movement for economic empowerment move of Mr. Maswe Kimia. Yeah. I know that they may not in battle now or what, but let me say good morning, Mr. Prince May. Welcome to the Punch Breakfast Show.
Thank you. Good morning.
It's good to have you guys this morning with us.
Thank you. We are also excited to be here.
All right, so let's cross over. Welcome, your name?
Thank you. I'm Mrs. Angeline Buri.
Mrs. Angeline Buri, your position?
I'm the National Vice Chair for Women Affairs at MOVE.
You are not in battle?
No.
My brother, good morning. Welcome. Your name, sir?
Good morning. My name is Winston Gray. Constitutionally, I'm the National Youth Chair.
National Youth Chair
of
MOVE. Okay, so Mr. Prince May, you serving as acting chair?
Yes.
Acting chair of the political
national chair.
National chair of the political party.
Yes.
Okay, so what is this noise about MOVE? We hosted some member of your political party yesterday, and they are calling for the resignation of the head of the political party in person of Mr. Maswe Kimia. What's this news?
Okay, the news is coming about because of greed. Yes, greed. Our young people these days are not patient to get to power, to ascend to positions. It requires time, but they are not patient. And every institution is guided by laws. MOVE is an institution, very reputable, that is headed by a state man. You understand? And MOVE had what they call the National Executive Committee that is responsible to guide the process to maintain sanity, peace, and everything in the party. But some members, some former members of the party have decided.
They are former members?
Oh, yes.
Why are you referring to them as former members?
Because
were they expelled out of the party or what?
Oh, yes, they were expelled.
By who?
By the National Executive Committee.
How many persons constitute the National Executive Committee? Because I'm saying that they have huge portion of the Executive Committee on their side. So I don't know who are those now you are referring to as Executive Committee member when they have all the county chairs supporting them.
All the county chairs, I was one of the chairs.
Yeah, but you only get 2 or 3 persons not supporting you.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's their allegation. But what we know for fact is the composition of the National Executive Committee, we have the 15 county chairpersons.
Okay.
And
you have the 15 county chairperson on your side.
I am naming the composition
okay.
You understand? We have majority of the county.
Like how many persons?
We have like 12 on our side, or 3 abstain to take the decision. Yes. One person said, in fact, 3 of them said they need reconciliation.
Yeah, but they said that you guys are financially influencing the county chairs. That's why you see them stay in support of you, because Mr. Kemaya is pumping money to coerce them to support your side of the political party.
You see, when you try to show patriotism, nationalism, love for or entity, they will always prefer you. In fact, they will prefer a lot of things. They will term you as value-driven politician. But look at us, we are all responsible people. We are established people. We are not like some people who are dwelling in government premises. When they are threatened, then they shift in that decision. You understand? The national, the constitution of the party gives mandate to the NDC of the party to make decisions when there are crises and when there are conflicts. You understand? And it also gives the national chairman the authority to convene NDC meeting. And on May 5, 2024, Mr. Jeremiah Pay, an expelled member of the party, had a press release. And he falsified most of us, even my name was mentioned, that I was one of the signatories who signed document to expel Mr. Robert Sami, who is enjoying the confidence of the NDC, and including
Mr. Robert Sami is not in country, but he's running a political party from outside the country. That's another argument here.
Yes, there is a provision for that.
Why will you?
When you are out,
is it that we don't have, or you guys don't have somebody like a replacement Mr. Sami to fill in that gap? Because he can be out of the country and be running the affairs of the party. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what makes it constitutional.
Okay.
When you are out of this country, you have a term stipulation.
Okay.
You understand? After 6 months, when you're still out there enjoying your family or your activities, the honorable thing you do is to resign. You understand? If you don't resign after the 6 months, then the NDC, that is the highest decision-making body of this party, in the absence of the National Convention, makes determination. But since they left January, and we just entered June, right? And Jeremiah Pay and his legs made a decision to expel and make that their so-called decision.
But we are in 6 months now. We are in 6 months, so
well, we are not in 6 months.
January, February,
July.
Okay. And also to Mr. Sami's situation, right? Aren't you afraid that basically he served in the government and you are an opposition political party? Don't you see a possible conflict of interest that maybe as a party you want to be critical on the government and he will come to somersault to reverse certain decision the party will take?
Yeah, unless you say this government is not a government of inclusion. But Sami is a citizen. He was born here. You understand? He has a right to serve his government. You understand? So that's what I said. Sami is under obligation to protect the constitution of the party. You understand? If he feels that his current position will embarrass him, then he will resign. You understand? But you can be anywhere and within a constitutional period and serve. After the time, then you resign. But the time has not elapsed.
All right, the time has not elapsed. Let's cross over to our madam there. You've been following all of the activities in the party. We see the youth side, the political ups and downs. You from the women wing, I don't know why you've been observing. What are some of the advices that you've been giving? Because this is becoming a division now within the party, and you as a mother, you should be playing a motherly role. If you have already played, what was that role that you play in serving, in making sure that the party regain sanity.
Thank you so much. So with that, like you said, yes, I am the mother of the party, being the national chairlady for the party. And all of our plea is to make peace, unity, and we can work together as one party. And so I try to serve in that role. I talk to the group on the other side, but most often they ask me, so chairlady, where are you? Which side you
on your position?
Yeah, I told them on the party side.
And the party side, Maswa came on your side.
Yeah, that's the legal side.
Okay.
So I told them on the party side, not on whose side, but I'm on the party side. But they don't really understand that. Most of I talk to the chairman, I talk to the political leader. Even I met him one-on-one, and I told him some things. I said, this is our party, and we don't need to be divided. I think what we can do is to reach out to these guys and tell them. But the funny thing about it is that the other side, they don't want to listen. They don't want reconciliation. According to them, they want the law.
Yeah, but
the law is the law, and that is good.
Yeah, the law is the law. The issue about Mr. Maswa Kimia still serving as the head of the political party in your own constitution. He should no longer be serving as chair, head of the party, because your constitution says once somebody contests an election and a person doesn't win on a party ticket, automatically that person should no longer serve as chair, political leader of the party. That's what your constitution says.
Yes.
And then why will you guys stay keeping him?
Yes, the constitution says that.
Yeah.
But after the election, NEC came together, being the highest decision-making body of the party. We agreed in our meeting that we still enjoy the leadership of the political leader, and so we reinstate him, or we kept him as our political leader for up to 2029. So it is the NEC that decides.
Okay, NEC decided. But are they part of NEC or not?
They were part.
They were part, but you guys expelled them.
Yes.
And this is becoming a conflict. But keeping Mr. Maswa Kimia from now up until 2029, don't you think it's becoming a serious problem that the move will be in the media consistently from now up until 2029, because they are not backing off? They keep engaging media institution, and they keep putting the party in the media on the wrong path.
So you see, like we say, a move is a party of law and order. So we were the one that went for Mr. Kimia.
Okay.
So we can still be the one if we don't want him to go back on the table, but not through violence, not through fighting, not through insults, not through demeaning the party to the word. Every time they come on the radio, they insult the political leader. They do these things, and these things are not decent. If we say we are government in waiting, we should be practicing these things so that tomorrow when we get there, we'll not be fighting and insulting in the offices like what's happening around here today. So we want decent people. We want organized people. Even today, if somebody can come and say, we don't want you as the national chair today anymore, go through the process. Go through convention or whatsoever. Once NEC decide that they don't need me based on their reasons that will violate the constitution of the party, they can get me out.
Yeah, before we cross over to our brother who's from the youth angle, is there any plan for convention anytime soon? Mr. Chairman, if you want to come, are you guys planning convention anytime soon?
Yes, the convention will be decided by the NEC in consultation with the political leader. But let me just brief you on recent decisions that the party has made.
Okay.
On the 8th of this month, June 2024, NEC met and declared a vote of confidence, absolute vote of confidence in His Excellency Ambassador Maswa Kimia Sr. to guide, lead, and show direction to the party throughout 2029 general and presidential election. So Mr. Kimia has been reinstated. He has been giving our confidence, our assurances, as an institution because of his astuteness, because of the leadership he has shown over the years. And even prior to the formation of MOVE, we have enjoyed the way he works with people. So the party has decided now that, look, D-Max, please lead us through 2029. You understand? And besides that, we even extended gratitude to him and his family because of his leadership style. And we asked him that, Lord, why it is true that these expelled gentlemen are spilling lies in the public, engaging in falsification of signatures, and we shouldn't, they are brothers. Our doors should still be open to them. Anytime our former colleagues come to us and they apologize, like we have done in the past, liberty is to write letter of apology.
So you guys seeking apologies from them so they can be reinstated to the party?
If they want to come back to the party, and they know the process, you understand? And they have been misled by some of their friends out there. You see, like Mr. Gurish Shane. Gurish is one of those who is misleading them. Gurish was an executive member of the party.
Okay.
Gurish ran, he left, in fact, he was expelled. He went to EFFL, that is headed by Mr. Emmanuel Conquet.
Yeah.
You understand? And in fact, I'm even planning to call Emmanuel. He's my brother. I'm going to call him, reach out to him, and tell him to advance his member. You understand? Because Gurish ran on the party ticket in Sino, District number 3, just last year. So how do a president, in fact, how does a president hold loyalty to two political parties? So the best thing Gurish needs to do is to denounce his membership from EFFL, serve the National Elections Commission a copy. If he wants to come back to MOVE, and go through the process.
So he's still in between both political parties.
He's not even in between, but he's on the other side. He wants to come back, but he doesn't want to follow the procedure.
All right.
And MOVE is, like the chair said, MOVE is a party of laws, and the laws should be respected. If you ran to become a representative, a lawmaker, and you're violating all institutions.
Please speak in the microphone.
Okay. If you ran to become a lawmaker and you have chosen to violate all our institutions, constitution, it is unfortunate. You understand? Yes, and these guys seem to be guided by principles. By principles.
All right.
After the fifth press conference that was held by Jeremiah Pay, when Matthew Shine was still with us as acting national chairman, the man had a press conference debunking, refuting what Jeremiah Pay did on the very day that Jerry had a press conference. And we are surprised. Within a week time, Mr. Shine, someone started. And it actually surprised us. Matthew has been one guy that we all have respected.
Okay.
You understand? For his leadership. But sometimes, some people take self over institution, self over a nation. I think this is a trend that my brother Matthew is taking.
All right, let's go over to the youth chair. You are in the center of some of these things, serving as youth chair of the political party. What role have you been playing to mitigate some of the noise within the party? I'm asking you this question because the guys that are formed into what's happening now, they are from the youthful generation. What role you been playing as an individual?
First, let me say thank you. That beginning with this talk, Dallas, you cannot hold the bull by the horn when you know that the bull is heavier than your weight. Dallas, the youth league of our party should be agitating what you're getting in the media here today. But you see, the youth league being very much composed.
Quiet.
Yes. People should be expecting agitation from the youth league.
Yeah.
But people who claim that they are leader and they want to be leader of our party, these are the people that taking the party in the public for the wrong reason. So now, coming back to a question that you asked, why then the youth lead role, right? Constitutionally, we are the gatekeeper of our party.
Yeah.
We cannot allow people to come and throw insult, bring the party to public disrepute. So we have been engaging those former expelled partisans. That is when the issue started on May 5th, where Jeremiah Pay and others held a press conference at the party headquarters. After that, calls were placed to some of them. Gentlemen, what's going on? If there is an issue, like you say in the Constitution says, but then in our Constitution, the Constitution don't have no room. I repeat, no room in our Constitution that state that Deputy Secretary General. But then it was the position that Jeremiah Pay put himself on to mislead the public that yes, indeed, he is an NEC member. His false, is misleading. Right? So, call place to him, Jeremiah, what's going on? What's the issue? Jeremiah start bringing, talk from the byway that after election, meeting had not been called to appreciate partisans across the country. Move activities slowing down, so he have the energy to make the party to re-wake momentum in the public. So the question is, the activities that you carry on and that will boost the party reputation in the public. In other words, we say no, like the chairleader and the chairman said, right? The party is guarded by our Constitution, and the Constitution provisions are there. It being very clear. In order to take issue, you should have the Constitution backing.
Yeah, but you guys keep talking about this Constitution when you are still violating some position within the Constitution. You said the EC member, oh yes, the EC member have agreed that Mr. Maxwell Kimia continue to head the party from now up until 2029. But if some of the party executive do come up and say that you guys should go to convention, there's no need that hold fast to not going to convention. There's need that you go to convention. If Mr. Maxwell Kimia feels that he can win the position as head of the political party, and you have the power in your hand to make that happen. So I don't know why you guys keep shying away from convention.
No, we are not shying away, right? There are stated time. There are stated time in our Constitution. That is after 6 months, if the chairman is incapacitated, right, on the contrary, then the NEC emerges to make a decision. That decisions will give breath to going to convention. That's why in our Constitution, in the absence of the convention, the NEC is the higher decision-making body. So the NEC came up to make a decision that we endorse the workings of His Excellency D. Maxwell Kimia Sr. So predicated upon that, the NEC ran out a decision that he enjoys the confidence of the NEC. So we want him to provide political direction of our party from now to 2029. We believe that there is no issue about that. And the party also run on the basis of two-thirds majority decision. So if you are 3% or 2% and 26 to 27 NEC member make a decision, who are you to question that?
It means that it supersedes your own position.
Right?
Yeah.
So we are 26 to 27.
Okay.
We make a decision. Who are you to question that when we have the Constitution backing and the Constitution give breath to that decision.
Okay, so
who are you?
but my question is, how many persons made a decision and how many persons went against that decision that you guys are making?
I told you, I just said that.
Yeah, I'm asking this question because we want the public to know. You said you guys are how many? 20 what?
26.
26.
And
how many persons agree for Mr. Kimanya to still serve as head of the political party?
I just told you that.
What's the
26.
total number of NDC members?
I'm asking. I come Ishmael. You're asking. I'm asking this question because out of 26, and then 26 agree to Mr. Kimanya position to read. Yeah, you want to come?
Yeah, point of correction.
Okay.
The total NEC member that make the decision, we are 26, but it doesn't mean that in totality of the NEC member, we are 26. No.
Okay.
26 NEC members make the decision.
All right.
Right? So people who are agitating now, we only consider one person to be an NEC member because rest of the other NEC members resign prior to the election. Prior to the election, some of them resign. Okay. So we only consider one person to be the NEC member. That is the former acting chairman, K. Mavishan, because the constitution does not recognize Jeremiah Pay position. It's not in our constitution.
As
Deputy
Secretary General.
Yeah, it's not in our constitution.
So for a position funded by who?
A nominal position.
All right.
Right? So yes. So coming to say that he's NEC member, he had never and ever been an NEC member of our party.
Okay,
so
let the chairman come in. You come into the chairman. I want to ask you a question before we cross over to our board here. There's this allegation that Mr. Kimanya has turned over the party to Mr. Weah, former President George Manneh Weah, because Mr. Kimanya is using the party, according to Mr. Jeremiah Pay yesterday, Mr. Kimanya is using this party to give worth. He will go, he collect money on behalf of the political party, enrich himself, and bring peanuts to you officials of the party. That's what he said yesterday.
Oh, that's
an allegation, though.
Yeah, that's the speculation that they are involved in. But former Minister Kimanya has not been involved in financial activities of the party. You understand? We have vice chair for finance and fiscal affairs. You understand? And we got a lot of officials. You understand that are responsible for the day-to-day activities or running of the party. It is not Minister Kimanya.
Are you aware of any money that were allotted for Mawata Clinic?
200,000.
200,000.
Yeah, so let me just tell you about the first allegation.
Yeah.
You know, so it was not Minister Kimanya never nominated himself. He was elected by National Convention.
Okay.
And we converged at Crown Hotel where these decisions were made. You understand? These decisions were made there, and besides Minister Kimanya, all officials of the party were elected. You understand? So it was not Minister Kimanya himself who, in fact, at that time he was not even in country. He has gone to the United States to attend UN General Assembly.
Okay.
He was elected in abstention. He was not here, but people are just spreading lies because they are seeking sentiment from the public. You understand? So if there was money allotted to his clinic, I don't work in the government. I'm not from the finance and the ministry.
Who owns the clinic?
You understand? So I have come to discuss
I'm just asking you a question. Who owns the Mawata Clinic?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we have come to discuss about who.
Are you not aware of any clinic called Mawata?
I'm aware of.
Who owns the clinic?
I've been hearing the name.
Who owns the clinic?
I said I've been hearing the name.
Yeah, but I'm asking you now. So you don't know who owns the clinic. You don't know who owns the clinic.
No.
But they have been alleged that Mr. Matthew Kimanya owns the clinic.
So yeah. So who is alleging?
Yeah, the same paid our years.
So can I come in, please?
I come in, Mr. Chairman. He said money allotted for the political party was redirected to the clinic. That's what he said.
No, I mean that's blatant lie. It is diabolical.
But you said that you don't know who owns the clinic, so I don't know why you say it is that now.
No, he's saying that money allotted to the party was misdirected. Was misdirected. So that so I'm saying no, there has been no record of such.
So,
you want to come in, man?
Yes. So who gave the money? Is it we are government?
This morning's was given to the political party MOVE after the elections in 2017. When MOVE supported Ambassador Weah for the presidency. The appreciation that was given to MOVE, it was this morning allotted for the party, but Mr. Michael Kimmerer redirected that funds to his hospital or clinic.
So
right here at the Dupo Road area, Police Academy.
So you see, anybody can come and say anything. Like if I'm with that kind of mind, I could come and say something that I've not even assisted.
Okay, but are you aware of any clinic called Mawata Clinic?
Yes.
And who owns the clinic?
It's the wife of the political leader.
Okay. But you're not aware of any money going to the clinic?
Nothing.
All right.
What I know, because I am a nurse, a registered nurse, and I got a little idea in hospital administration. The government of the country do give subsidies to health facilities in the country that need it. So if the government deem it necessary that this facility needs help, they can help. There are other facilities that I don't want to call names that receive subsidies. I don't think that is a secret. So if Mawata Clinic or whatsoever can be one of those beneficiaries, I don't think somebody should come and politicize that to say it is because he's a MOVE person. D-Max, apart from MOVE, well, what are we giving him? He's the one that is helping the party. We're not giving anything.
No, but he's using the party to
that's
get funding
that's
from government
true.
because
that's not trtrue.
His position that he served in as minister of foreign affairs.
Yeah.
It was through the party collaboration with the CDC that got in that position to serve as minister of foreign affairs.
No, he was not even in the party at the time. The party expelled him. He was outside. It was Dan Saye who was the chairman of the party, but Dan had to travel, and so he couldn't leave because he was going for more than 6 months. So he couldn't leave the party empty, and so we as NEC members at the time decided again to run to Kimmerer because the party was like falling. We went to Kimmerer. We said, please, even though we took you out, but the party is going down. We never even had a 10,000 bank account for NEC. We had issues with the rental of the place. And so we ran to him, asking him to help.
Yeah, but you guys now making Mr. Kimmerer look like he's single-handedly running this party financially, because without him, the party can survive. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So let me just...
Yeah, anybody can come. Yeah.
The thing here is, like you have this radio station. And you say every month, at the end of every month, you bring $10. The other person bring $10. The other person bring $10. Let's put it together and pay the rent for this place. But then you find out at the end of the month, nobody want to do it. And that's your dream. That's your vision. What do? You sit down for it to break down. You sit down for it to just be destroyed. You have to do something until the people can buy your idea and decide to work with you. So this is how we run the party. We tax people to eat $5 per month. You want to, some executive members cannot pay. So because of that, we should allow the party to break down. If I have the upper hand, I do assist. If I have the upper hand to assist, I assist. So we don't put people in jail because they don't pay dues. We don't kick people out of the party because they don't pay dues. We encourage them. Okay, encourage those that have the hand to help.
Before I cross over to the chairman, it means that people are not paying due. So anything Mr. Maxwell Kimmerer says, it becomes laws and gospel of the party because he's the one financially helping the party.
He's not saying anything. We have NEC
here. You talk about the radio station. If my CEO is the one funding everything, most especially when this microphone gave up here now, and we run to him we're not doing business. We're not coming. There's no business coming in for us to stand up as an institution. Everything we run to him. It become a dictatorship form of system here at the radio station. So that's what's happening now in a political party.
This is why he's only the head of the party, but almost all of the functions of the party is channeled through its leadership, the chairman and the NEC members. So you see, when we talk about why Sammy is not here, I heard Jerry say incapacitated. If we really want to define incapacitated, it's an empty or helpless or powerless. It's a state where you don't have the capacity or the ability to accomplish something. But the way our president traveled now, so he incapacitated? No. We have the president, he can be in any country for 1 month, 2 months. He's still the president, and he's still functioning as the president of the country. So some and others being out of the country have not brought them to the state of being incapacitated. They are still working through the IT that is on the ground. So, but for them, they don't have to. Let me tell you the whole scenario about this thing. The party, we got the chairman, the secretary, and all of them. These people had the opportunity to go on mission to work. And the law says for our constitution, after 6 months, if they cannot come back, then we can go through convention. We're still waiting for the time. We don't want to rush it. These people are now our enemies that because they got job to go, so we should just push them out of the party. But Jeremiah and the others now don't have the patience to wait. According to them, they are more capable to run the party. Then why should we be looking at somebody that own their job in another country? But what we're doing is to follow the constitution of the party. We cannot just push them up. Though they are making other decisions too, but they're working in line with the acting membership that is leadership that are on the ground. But then because the constitution says when the chairman is not present, the vice chair administration takes over. So that's how Matthew Sean came into the picture. He was the acting chairman. But the same manipulation for deputy secretary, and they said, what will be waiting for the people? What will be doing they want? They went with all the NEC members, they had a meeting and confirmed proper on themselves.
Okay.
Instead of deputy IT now, he said he's the secretary general. Instead of IT chairman now, he said he's the national chairman. Then we said no.
Yeah, so Mr. Chairman, it's becoming that you are now in battle because we have two chair now of the party. We have two chair now of the party. The chairman from their angle and you serving as chairman. So you are becoming an in battle chairman now.
No, I am the acting national
chairman. Yeah, but
the proper chairman is Mr. Robert Sami.
Okay.
Yes, until he resigns.
Okay.
Yeah, so in fact, I don't know where their leadership came from. Yeah, or Sean. Sean should call himself chairman for the party, but not move. Yeah, Sean. Sean went to the National Elections Commission. They carried a complaint. We went there that day along with our political leader, and they were told in their faces that NEC, the National Elections Commission, recognizes Mr. Robert Sami and Jonathan Wadsworth as chairman and secretary general, respectively. Okay. They were told. They are aware. So why up to that time they have not returned to NEC? Because they were told. You know, and they also told them that if you feel that your positions have been taken from you, go to the court. NEC does not return someone's position to them. So going from station to station will not make them, right in this thing. You know what I'm saying? It will not also acquit them. So the best thing is go to the National Elections Commission. That's the regulatory body that has authority over political leaders. Or when you're not satisfied with NEC, go to the court.
Okay, so you're asking them to go to court now.
Oh,
that's a redress. That's where they will get it.
Yes.
No, so let me just speak to that, please. We went to NEC and they called a meeting to to talk as family. And so we went there and we were in full attendance from access side to the other side. And so the presiding said that this is a meeting. If we can understand ourselves, we can resolve it right here. But if not, then we will take it to the court for hearing. It's the NEC court. So the leader came, the lawyer came, and he said that they want to take it for hearing. They don't want a meeting.
Okay.
And so the leader also, his lawyer too, came and said, well, since they want to take it for hearing, then I think we can take it to the hearing. But then the leader came up at the end. They gave him time to speak, and he said, we are not enemies. We are not fighting. We are one party. Let us see how best we can settle this so that we cannot, take this thing further. And that was his closing statement. But nobody came to say, oh, since you say this, we agree, we want to, reconcile. But we're still talking, like you said, you're asking me what's my role. I'm still talking to the leader and other NEC members. If there's any way, but you can't be talking, say, forgive the person, what that person say, insulting you. That's the person. So it makes it too difficult for some of us now.
Okay, so let's move to the youth chair, then we'll come to the phone line because I don't want to participate. You've been following. There's something that you want to say, you want to add up to what they said?
Yes, I just want to be categorically clear about what you said when it comes to the issue of dictatorship, right? We've been a move. There is no point in time that His Excellency again, the Master Sakimia Senior, political leader of Moon, have influenced any decision of such of the NEC. I can recall the first NEC setting when we came up with our decision to expel these guys. When the decision was taken, and he appealed that a committee should be set up. He's appealing to us. We should not just come up with a harsh decision. So a committee should be set up to investigate these guys to know what was the cause of their action. Okay. And you won't believe it that the guys are very rude. Very rude. The former IT chairman even told one of the committee members, go ahead and do anything that you want to do. Jeremiah Pay, the same thing. In fact, he works to Capitol Building. And one of the committee members also worked there. When they went to go issuing the letter, Jeremiah was very arrogant. I think a few days ago, he was here. He saw the postcard of him. I mean, politics and power, right? Sometimes, if they are not getting in the rightful people's hand, it make people drunk. And when it make you drunk, you start to do things out of order.
So politics making him drunk now.
It making him drunk. He had lost his Jeremiah good self. Because I mean, the young man, he don't want to wait for a time. Like I said,
the man is dealing with the Constitution.
The Constitution, he filed for the Constitution. Because if he take the time to read the Constitution, he will be in order. He will be in perspective. But I think the brother reading the Constitution upside down of our party.
Okay, let's go to the phone line, folks, to take some calls this morning. My man Jeremiah is saying you're reading the Constitution upside down. So take some calls on 0778 665 699 0778 665-699 or 0880561 644 0880561 644. Let's take this person. I think they're on line this morning. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. I'm Prince Mitu Watt, National Secretary General of the National Youth League of the Movement for Economic Empowerment.
Prince, welcome. You listen to your members here in studio.
Yes. Let me first of all extend my greeting to the National Chairman, Mr. Mann, the National Women Chair, Mr. Bowie, and the National Youth Chair, Winston D. Gray. As to the issue, well, the Constitution is very clear. Article 5 of the 2016 Constitution that is before the National Election Commission make it clear that the National Executive Committee is the most powerful committee, the most powerful organ in the institution, that in the National Convention, they act and make decisions. So I don't know the reason why people are worrying and pulling. In the aspect of the National Convention, the National Executive Committee make a decision, and every decision that comes our way is binding. So the National Executive Commission, the NEC, has decided. So I don't know why they argument. There's no argument over there. It's very clear.
Okay.
And on the other end, the political leader during the September 17 convention that we had 2022 at Crown Hotel, the political leader was elected to serve a 6-year term as political leader of the Movement for Economic Empowerment.
Yeah, but the Constitution says once he contests on a ticket or an election is held and he doesn't win an election, he should relinquish his position as head of the political party. That's why in the Constitution, I read it here on yesterday.
Granted. Then that brought up back to the NEC power. The body that has the power to decide in the absence of the National Convention.
Okay.
So if the NEC start and say that we stay enjoy the confidence of the political leader, then what is the issue from the other end?
All right, thanks so much. Let's take other people on the line. 0778 665 699 0778 665 699. You can place in your calls on the number. Let's go to the phone line and take this person here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, I'm Philip. I will call you from Zubata.
Welcome, Philip.
The guys in the studio, I not making it clear to you. Yesterday, Jeremiah was speaking right. I think he institution with him there, which he even have it. Everything Jeremiah said yesterday, he was quoting from the Constitution. But the guys in the studio are not quoting anything. So let them provide the Constitution to read from those articles, and so you can understand. So all of us can understand. As I say, I think Jeremiah was very clear yesterday. The eye. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. 0778 665 699 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Waka. This is Jeremiah NSCP, the legitimate national secretary of the Movement for Economic Empowerment.
Move, my man. Welcome to the show. You are live. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. You know, it's laughable to see individuals in studio this morning.
No, Jeremiah. Hello, Jeremiah. We have to bring sanity to the disco. They are a member of your political party. Don't refer to them. Hello, listen to me now. You know their names. I don't want you referring to them as individuals like that you guys are fighting. Let's respect them, okay? I'm a guest. I respected you yesterday, Jeremiah.
Waka. I'm not trying to use any negative definition on them.
Okay.
I'm going to the point.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that it is laughable to see individuals in studio like my brother Prince Man, and Peace Sister Angelique Worry, speaking the issues about move and to say they don't understand the typology, the historical information surrounding this party. If you listen to them carefully since this morning, they have not been able to provide to you any legal material fact that is embedded with the constitution of our party.
Jeremiah did. Hello, Jeremiah.
I just want them to address things. I call specifically to ask them, for you to ask them to address two issues.
Okay.
One, which they have not spoken to. One, they said not in the constitution that in the absence of the national chairman, the national vice chairman administration shall assume all the function of the national chairman.
But my man, they said that position. Hello, they said that position was created by you. They don't have any position like national vice chairman or something like that.
No, who will tell you that they don't have national vice administration in the party? It is that. But brother, let me just make a point. I also want you to ask them to show to you particularly which part of the constitution that says when any elected official of the party is out of the country, in the case of the chairman, they have to take 6 months before that person can be removed, another person take over, or the vice chairman is not take over. They keep saying that it takes 6 months.
All right, thank you.
To show you the constitutional provision that says that Mr. Sami, Mr. Goswell, and the rest of the individuals who are official of the party and out of the country will have the latitude of 6 months.
Okay. All right, Jeremiah. We will not take it. We'll take 2 more calls on 0778 665-699. We have other guests coming up at 9 o'clock. Let's take 2 more calls. Thanks for calling in. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Okay, we missed up on our call 0778. That's 0778-665-699 or 080-561-644. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Father.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from?
Father, this is Father Do. You know, let me say thank you. Yesterday I called on this particular show.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you are inviting the book on the other side. Thank God you invited it.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to Jeremiah and he quoted a lot of constitution that you read.
Mm-hmm.
But then the guest is not quoting constitution that you will read that for example, you say,
my man Jeremiah say, friends, say I read constitution. They put making the thing clear here, so I don't know which one of the constitution want me read.
But Kabara, we listen to both sides, so we expect them to put part of the constitution that you will read as a journalist that will tell us, for example, if the chairman of the country for 6 months and they say I don't need 6 months, then you have another acting leadership, and then you to us that there is nowhere in the constitution that has deputy secretary general. So if they don't have deputy secretary general, you put them to my deputy secretary general. That means you have to break your own constitution. So we find it difficult to honor things, their side.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. We take we'll take the last caller on 0778-665-699. We take our last call or 0880-561 644 0880-561-644. We have Mr. Prince Mayor, Sister Angeline, right? Okay, yeah. So and the youth chair, they are here this morning talking about the movement for economic empowerment. Yeah, we are putting it on the microscope. So if there's no call, then we cross over to you guys to wrap it up. So we'll start with the youth chair. Okay, let's take our last caller here. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
How you doing? And I'm Johnson Galako, John you from I am the assistant director for record and documentation from the National Youth League.
Okay, welcome, my brother. Make your point.
So let me begin by appreciating our people in the studio, and so much further to appreciate the ambassador Kemaya. Now, to the each regarding, the issue of constitution that you just made mention of. The constitution states it clear, and people in the studio, crystal clear told you that Article 5 said that in the absence of the constitution, therefore, the National Executive Committee will have the meeting coming up with a decision, and when that decision is being passed, obviously it takes it. So those guys' behavior at that time was so right, and according to the information given by the people there, they have told you that there was a series of meetings called.
Yeah, series of meetings, yeah.
For dialogue, but the guys were hesitant, and that means they were not willing to dialogue with the NEC. So by that, I think the Constitution have its own nation to take when it comes to taking decision with the NEC.
All right, thanks so much, and Mr. Prince Mayor, I think the National Executive Committee do have the power to make things to change some things within a political party, because they are the heads of various institutions within the party, various segment of the party. I think the NEC do have that power.
Yes, sure.
And you guys are relying on the NEC because you have a majority of the NEC members on your side.
Oh yes. Like we have Robert Sami, we have Madam Willie Cooper. They are all from the national. They are from the central administration. Madam Florence, Fina Bondo, April Newman, Jonathan Wadsworth, C.B.A., Madam Angie Bori, Mr. J. Aston Holler Sr., Ms. Marcy Sua, Mr. Winston Gray, Then on the county level, we have Madam Garmen Walagi, the chairperson of Bond County. We have, at the time I was the chairman of Limba County. We have Anthony N. Wiese, the chairman of River G. Madam Miata and abstain. She said she wanted these guys to be suspended. She not wanted expulsion, so she abstained. Okay, we have Madam Estina Wild Smith from Bomi. We have Kebe Peewee from Lofa. We have Madam Georgia Como from Cape Mount. We have Arthur Wide from Grand Bassa County. We have Madam Sarah Dan from Margibi. We have Winnie Brown.
Yeah,
she was designated.
Y'all get all the put in now.
Oh yeah. I know they are all county leaders and executive of the party. So I don't know, who is actually supporting Mr. Jeremiah. Right, and besides that, people are talking about constitutionality.
Yeah.
Article 18, Section 6G of the bylaws and constitution prohibits any action that embarrasses the party or that brings to public disrepute, as may be determined by the National Executive Committee, National Convention, county chapter, or any branch of the party. You understand? And you see, these guys, their approaches have been very diminishing, very, very demeaning.
You understand? To the public.
Bringing the party to public disrepute. So as such, the leaders of the NEC is like the national legislature. When you see that there are crises in the country, they go to the president to advise. They make decisions. In the absence of general election, it is the national legislature. You understand? So this is a trickle down to political parties. And when as a party, any law you have should conform with the constitution of the country. So these are things that the party is doing. Jeremiah Payne knows that when he was in Russia, when he was stranded there, and the party sent him a ticket. When he came down, at that time, the position he wanted, he wanted to be the vice chairman for communication and media relations. At that time, our former colleague, Castle Harris, was occupying that position. Jerry wanted for him to take that position by all costs. And we said, Lord, wait for a national convention and we can create something for you. But be outside of the Constitution. That's when he was given that position called Deputy Secretary General.
Yeah, but then he violated the Constitution by creating such a position.
It was motivation.
Okay, so motivating. So now the person that you're motivating is not standing against you guys.
That's what we're telling him. That's what we're telling him. But Jerry, you are not a member of the NEC. Give chance to NEC members to make decisions. And the decision has been made.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Chairman. Let's cross over to the youth chair to wrap it up because we are out of time already. It's 9 o'clock. Listen to the callers. And some are saying the Constitution. They keep talking about the Constitution.
Yeah, so the callers who spoke about constitution issue, like I said in my previous intro, that you have the brother who living in falsehood, looking for public settlement.
The Constitution upside down.
Yeah, reading the Constitution upside down. So based on that, because he reading the Constitution upside down, and the public received that he talking true.
Yeah.
But everything in falsehood. So what I want to tell the brother from the other side that have been expelled, it happened to our current chairman, Robert N. Sami. Robert N. Sami were expelled before from the political party. And he went home. Down over years, Robert Sami deemed it necessary to write. And he wrote the NEC. And they deemed it necessary for Mr. Sami to come back. So it can be any of them. It can be any of them. But be agitating. If you think that you know or you went to school, you know plenty about, we're not going to condone that kind of to conclude. Just Kimia Senior, our political leader of our party, had never been beatified. Started my eyes. Why using the word beatified? That is, he had never been worshipped. He had never been worshipped, and we will not worship him.
Okay.
We will not worship him. So they believe that he has running to the public that because he wants for the public to save him. Our party have been governed by constitution. So he can shout all around the public is saving. Only the constitution provision can save him.
Okay.
And he has gone all of that.
All right.
So thank you.
Thanks so much, ma'am.
Yeah, let me just go through the one area in the constitution, then I'll just
go ahead.
So for Article 12, it talks about resignation of officer. Section 1 says resignation of officers. In a case or cases of resignation, incapacity, impeachment, and or death of any of the elected officers, the principal deputy or assistant shall act for a period not more than 90 days.
90 days.
The principal deputy, that is the vice chair.
Okay,
and we have Shan. Within which the National Executive Committee, NEC, reserves the right to retain that person, him or her, as successors.
Okay.
Otherwise, you go to election, elect a new successor whom shall serve as acting until an emergency national convention. So we have an acting now who will be serving until we can have that convention of the party can be held within a period of not more than 6 months, inclusive of the 30 days of that acting persons. So within this period of 6 months, we have he's not even incapacitated. Because if we define incapacitation, the chairman is still functioning, he's active, he's not sick, he's not dead, he have not resigned. The constitution still gave him the leverage to serve as chairman and acting chairman, those are on the ground, until within the space of 6 months. So right in the space of 6 months, it is the party's responsibility now to have maybe an emergency convention where we can elect or re-elect a new chairman because the acting chairman is not there. So to conclude, I would like to say to our brothers and sisters, we are one move. The only thing is that we should do the right thing. We should respect the law, we should respect the constitution, and we should respect one another. Because just by saying I'm on the side of the party, if you go in our chat rooms, you'll see some things that those people telling me that I just can't explain. You're insulting me and this and that because I'm not on their side. So this is a party of responsible people. Our political leader serving this government, and he have done a whole lot for this country that we can appreciate him for. For us to be going on the radio insulting him, what you say he mismanaged. He had not even held any fund for this party. Everything was channeled through the vice chair for fiscal affairs. They work along with the chairman to do fund. And always he would say, I don't want to send from any money that coming to move. How can we be going on the radio and saying the kind of negative things about the leader, about our own neck members, about our own selves? So we pray. The only thing I'm saying now, these people, we still got room for them. Let them realize what they are doing is wrong. Let them apologize. Let them come there with the side and to reinstate them back in the party, and then we can kick the ball with them. But this fighting cannot help us.
All right. Thanks so much for coming this morning. We listened to the voices of members from the movement for economic empowerment. So, folks, we will take a commercial break. Yeah, a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We join the guys from the Council of Patriots, COP, CDC COP. They will be here this morning to talk about some wide range of issues. But let's take our commercial break, and after that, we'll bring them in quickly.
Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
My people, you don't hear it? The LRA people, the people then that can collect government taxes, they say the time now to pay your real estate tax. Whether you get house or you get land in a city or outside the city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay your tax from now to July 1 this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know about paying your taxes for your properties. Just cooperate when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us can enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, the government will do plenty fun thing for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
You can pay even when you living uptown. Pay your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
My people, can hear it? LRA people, the people then that can collect government taxes. They say
tax payment is a national duty.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax, we all enjoy.
Okay, pay your tax and we enjoy. So, folks, like I said, we will be back here on the Punch Breakfast Show, and we are back. Us back here this morning on this wonderful and great Tuesday. So what Tuesday morning? 8 minutes past 9 o'clock. So like I said, we'll be having the guys from the CDC Council of Patriots here this morning. We do have with us in our studio Mr. Ben Bidif Topa and Fode Masakwe. They are here this morning to share breakfast with us on the Punch Breakfast Show on Punch FM 106.7. Let me see. Let me cross over to welcome Mr. Fode Masakwe. Good morning, Fode. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's
good to have you.
Yeah, my man. A long time, my man. You've been ghosting me a long time.
Look, I promise. It's good to have you, brother. Ben, welcome to the show.
Yeah, BK. Yeah, thank you very much for serving us the invite to have breakfast with you on Punch FM. It's a pleasure being here.
We have a wide range of issues to look at this morning. I've been seeing a lot of posts and a lot of articles from Fode Masakwe.
I mean, is it stop live?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay,
on,
one of the page.
Please call Joseph for me.
Audience
we are live on Punch TV page.
Okay.
Fode Masakwe, I've been following you. I've been seeing a lot of articles from you concerning this government. You've been raising a lot of issues when it comes to the happenings within our border politics. For the past 100 days, let's start from the 100 days. How do you see this government? Did they achieve on the promises made by the president on the issue about his 100 days deliverable?
Well, those are not just articles on their press releases from the CDC Council of Patriots as Liberia's only foremost civil rights political movement. We have been engaged, unlike other people that want to believe that it is too soon for us to say, no, it's not soon. We believe that if democracy should function and be effective, there should be a honest, civilized, responsible, informative opposition bloc that try to erect the contradictions, the violation of the laws, the bad governance, and try to propose solvable alternative. Because you see, we're not going to be one group of people that would just want to blame Mr. Joseph Boakai for all of the wrongs in this country. No, unlike other people who 5 months ago felt that Joe Weah was the distributor of poverty on the Liberian people. No, for all, we are not of the view, but we believe it now becomes the moral and political responsibility of Mr. Boakai to provide solvable solutions to eradicate these issues affecting the Liberian people. So yeah, the CDC and the CDC COP grade Mr. Boakai administration 0.01%.
0.01%.
0.01%.
How did he come over that number?
So we try to look at first and foremost, the promises made by Mr. Joe Boakai in the first 100 days, because United Party issued a 24-page document on their 100-day deliverables on what Mr. Boakai felt he could achieve in 100 days. And one of them was the rule of law. Mr. Boakai made mention of the rule of law. But in less than 100 days, we have seen that Mr. Boakai have violated almost all of the laws in the country. To mention few.
Okay.
Article 91 of the Constitution of Liberia that says a public officer or official should not be receiving gift. We saw Mr. Jeremiah Pankun on the vice president of Mr. Boakai receive a private jet from his Ghanaian friend. That was
no, I come in. When you talk about private jet, I think you as members of the CDC COP or members of the CDC, we shouldn't be talking about getting gift like private jet when your political leader, Mr. Weah, was the person that brought about receiving gift of private jet. He flew private jet from start to end on his administration. So what's the issue about gift?
So Boakai, you're not telling Liberian people the same thing Joe Weah doing like Joe Boakai doing. And why you telling Liberian people? And why you telling people?
I'm saying this because if you say that Mr. Kun received gift of private jet, when people flag out that before, you guys are saying that it is good to receive gift. It is good to receive that, and Mr. Weah is enjoying what his friend gave him. So the United Party partisans too, we may say that's the same gift that the same thing that we are enjoying. That's what our party or our administration we are enjoying.
Boakai,
yeah.
And to our people in Radio Land, it is important, very important, that we try to take into consideration the essence of rescue. When you say rescue, you are talking about a physical and practical redemption change. If Boakai will want to have a conversation about because George Weah did this and Boakai and Kun is justified by doing it, then that is a contradiction. Then that is not the essence. United Partisan brought Mr. Boakai to power. So Boakai, that is not just the violation. Mr. Boakai also violated Section 10.1 of the Code of Conduct that talk about declaration of assets and liabilities before taking office. Mr. Boakai told the Liberian people he lived on loan. He been living on loan.
Did he declare his assets?
No.
Yes, he did.
He
declared his assets and it haven't been published yet, but he went to the LACC. We saw him marching to the LACC and giving copy of his assets to them.
If things are not done roughly,
they're not done at all.
It's not done at all. So Mr. Boakai took 2 weeks, 2 weeks into the presidency, 2 weeks before going to the LACC to make mockery about the due process. That was a violation of the law.
How long it took George Weah to delay her asset?
You see, Boakai, until you reach a point to realize that George Weah as a human being is not accountable to you, it's not accountable to the Liberian people anymore, then Liberia will go for, then you will be happy in the rescue mission. So
my question is, how long it took George Weah as president to declare his asset?
If it took Mr. Weah 6 years to have declared his assets, it should not take Joe Boakai 1 day. No.
Okay.
Joe Boakai is now accountable to the Liberian people. We are not living in the past, Boakai.
You know, I'm asking you this question because you are coming from the CDC background. If it was a United Partisan here, I would not be asking them this question because they are in power. So I'm asking you this question because your political party was just in power and you guys just left power. So now, if things that you are saying that they should do that you guys didn't do before, and now you are coercing them to do it, it becomes a problem. That's my question. That's why I keep asking. That's why I keep going back on what Joe Weah, if Joe Weah did this, if Joe Weah did, because you can't come and tell me, say, oh, Boakai did fum here. You should charge it every day. And within yourself, you know that when you are having a fum, you are not charging it every day. For it.
Boakai,
yeah,
your analysis is flawed. It's void of reasoning.
Okay.
Because if you want to have a consistency of comparison in George Weah and Joe Boakai, then bring George Weah back as president.
Okay, so we should forget about George Weah and focus on Joe Boakai.
Your duty bucket as a journalist now, if you want to assist the quote-unquote rescue mission, you should be telling the Liberian people, Mr. Boakai is doing this. It was not happening before. This is happening now. But if you still want to be of the team, but George Weah, no, Boakai will not move for you. Like I said, George Weah is not president again. George Weah now can relax. I think about
but he still want to be president 2029.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the person who is now distributing poverty, hardships, violating our laws is Mr. Joseph Boakai. He is the one taking taxpayer money. He is the one being paid with the Liberian people dollar. So your question of curiosity on the governor of the state should be pointed at Mr. Boakai.
Okay, so let's focus. Okay, let's focus before I cross over to Fude. Let me ask you this question: the Ellen administration, the Weah's administration, and now the Boakai's administration, when it comes to human capacity development, or when it comes to issues about lifting people from poverty, which government? Let's know that Boakai just 4 months in his administration. But which government, the Ellen, Weah, and Boakai, if you're asked to grade a government that did well in uplifting people from poverty, which government you prefer?
So you see, for us, we are not anti of government. We don't hate regime. For us, we are critical people who make the regime uncomfortable so that you must do the right thing.
Okay.
So I want to do the comparison on the first 5 months. Ellen 5 months.
Ellen 5 months, yeah.
We have 5 months, and Mr. Boakai 5 months. Here is it. Ellen brought the poverty reduction strategy.
Yeah.
That was just back from war. The country was in a state of collapse. So it took more than a year for Liberia to get on path in 2006. George Weah developed let's say the Proper Agenda for Prosperity and Development.
Yeah.
The PAPD. At that time, in less than 3 months, in less than 3 months, Mr. Weah being a proponent of massocracy, a boy from Gibraltar coming to the presidency, he was cognizant of the fact of what it takes to not start your day in the morning. He was cognizant of the fact of what it takes to not have tuition fee. He was cognizant of the fact of young people not being given opportunity to serve the national government. Mr. Weah was cognizant of this fact. In less than 3 months, Mr. Weah traveled to France. When he went to France, he got 10 million from that travel.
Okay.
Towards youth empowerment and sport building. Mr. Weah, while in France, also negotiated with the European Union. European Union also funded Liberia budget in less than 3 months with 27 million. So in less than 3 months, George Weah managed to have maneuvered with a sense of entitlement of realizing and the Proper Agenda for Prosperity and Development in less than 3 months. He got over 37 million from international partners.
Okay.
Just in a first foreign travel to France. Now, let us go to Mr. Boakai. In 5 months, Mr. Boakai has spent over 15.7 million, plus recently the 1.9 million used to carry Darrell DeLong. 15.7 million in less than 5 months.
How did he spend it?
On travel.
On travels to...
You have been very good followers of the ratings of the CDC COP. It's on our page. We try to make a comparative analysis between President Maada Bio of Sierra Leone and Joe Boakai just in 5 months. In 5 months, Maada Bio have managed to have attracted over 1.12 billion towards the people of Sierra Leone in foreign travel.
And Joseph Boakai's recent visit to Korea, he has just attracted
you can't go
I come in for the few, let me say, seven institutions just signed memorandum of understanding. I come in for the 7 institutions just signed memorandum of understanding to come and invest in human capacity building in the futurist, in the agriculture sector. It's not about And they are not preaching about getting money, getting wealth, getting this. It's about building the minds and molding the minds of the youthful generation, coming up with development. That's why they say they want to invest in agriculture. They want to invest in technology. They want to invest in futurists and other sector of Liberia. So it's not about just bringing the money and politicians eat it. The money that you talk about, we are broad. How far did we see that money going? Where did he spend the money? You say in youth capacity building, how many youth were lifted from poverty? Those are the questions that we should be asking when we are getting money from France. How did he use the money to build a youthful generation?
I think John we are giving a free wax fee here. How do you think John we are made all the public university country as in a country free? How do you think John we are being sport parks around here? But that's not the subject.
But for the sport part, those were revenue internally generated.
No.
NASCO contributed.
No. So you see, we don't have certainty. You cannot say it was from revenue, then you say contributed. That's contradiction. Bulk of the funding of these sport parks in from George, we have decent relationship with the Saudi Arabian government where he played football for the United Arab Emirates Football Club. So people need to be honest. Quickly, to your CFO memorandum of understanding.
Yeah.
But you know what you're talking? You tell the person, for the massacre, the Bertova, and the CDCOB, some memorandum of understanding. That the CDCOB will get one private jet. And the CDCOB, the private jet worth 50 million. And the CDCOB will be paying the money over time. But let the CDCOB now get the first 10,000.
Yeah.
So you tell that the memorandum of understanding is a mere paper, mere flying shit at Bucket. Bucket, Ghana. Ghana was at the Korea summit. Ghana took home 2 billion. You think that memorandum of understanding? Bucket, don't let nobody fool you. Those travel are useless. It is a waste of taxpayer money.
It's useless.
It's useless in the waste of taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Bucket. So the Liberian people will get angry with you, Bucket, and they will find you want some money and say, "Look, Bucket, that thing you doing not good." Because you can't be telling me, Mr. Bucket, carry Darrell Delone, that woman, and unnecessary people, over 40% unnecessary people that should not be there. Unnecessary people in luxury hotels, eating meals. And at the end of the day, they spend about taxpayer money, and the only thing they brought for the Liberian taxpayer money in return, like empty promise and free 7 people.
Okay,
free empty people.
Okay, let's go over to Ben. You've been following the discourse this morning. For the have little basis on the discussion. If you were asked about the regime for the past 4 months, what's your observation so far?
Aristotle said, the first mood of a man determines the rest of his mood. When you are building a house or setting up an organization, from the very beginning, the policies you institute, the workforce you hired, will give the desired results in the future of the organization. When you are doing construction, it is on the basis of how you concretize, how solid the foundation is. It determines what's going to go up there. So tying that to the philosopher Aristotle, the first move of man determining the rest of his mood, clearly indicates that Bouaka has failed. And it is a colossal damage that cannot easily be regurgitated.
It is still soon
it is not soon.
I come in, Ben. It is still soon to determine if a regime will fail or not.
There's nothing about being soon. You see, let me say something to you, Bouaka. I listen to the SG providing facts that Liberian people need to know about the Bouaka administration. You see, Joe Bouaka is a fraud. That's how I describe him. And the reason I say this, for the past 6 years, Josh Weah Nim, his style of governance, his deliverables was a project of Joe Bouaka. Joe Bouaka presented himself as the solution to Liberia's problems. Joe Bouaka presented a picture like Liberia gained her independence in 2018, and that George Weah was the first Liberian president in history. and that the first Liberian president in history, the case Bouakai presented was not governing well, and that he, Bouakai, was coming to quote-unquote rescue. Now, if you came to quote-unquote rescue, that means rescue is an emergency response. That means you have the expertise like he brought. You have the international connections like he brought. You have the ability. You have the ideas and the workforce like he brought to infatuate the change. In 4 months' time, 4 to 5 months, we're seeing the massive violation of the laws that govern the state that Mr. Bouakai claims he went to rescue. It's a lazy debate for any journalist, including Bouakai, who I have respect for, to sit on Punch FM, this platform, and tell the Liberian people, okay, the justification of Mr. Bouakai or Joe Bouakai flying private jet is because President Weah flew private jet before. Now, what is the point? You went to the Liberian people and engaged with them, organized protests, and Weah should step down and did all kinds of stuff here, and said private jet was one of the reasons. Now Mr. Bouakai is flying private jet. And you defend that cause. Let me tell you this. When the people facilitate your ascendancy and are injured by your administration, they give you hate and they give glory to non-entity. Mr. Bouakai, being the so-called solutionist, the problem solver, the rescuer, he came to power. Poor people in King George, Grand Kimball County, working with B Mountain, right? Brought their plight. They came up and hold their placard and said, we get somebody who said he came to rescue. What happened? We saw huge police presence in King George, Grand Kimball County, where Bouakai instructed Gregory Coleman, to shoot on sight and kill peaceful Liberians who were crying, who came to flag out the indecent working atmosphere in the area.
Bouakai called for an investigation that was conducted by the
you got to stop that.
Akami guys, we're not going to show like that.
No, Bouakai, no, show be fine. When you ask the questions, you give me the time to provide the answers.
So now I will not just sit down and then you talk. I will sit. I will have to be making a point. I have to be making an input. You talk about the issue about King George. Were then an investigation conducted by this government? Yes, of course, there was an investigation conducted by this government, and the outcome of the investigation is there. And then people that were responsible for the incident that occurred, actions were taken.
Bouakai,
yeah, of course.
Bouakai, excuse me. Bouakai, excuse me. Let me tell you something here. Let me be honest with you. You guys have to be careful. You see, when you're running a country where you have imagine an error taking the weakest and most indecent person to the president, you gotta be careful with people. Yeah, you don't intellectualize the suffering of people. Let me tell you this.
Okay,
Joe Bouakai is president of the country. Joe Bouakai as president of the country, instructed Gregory Coleman. Move into King George, shoot and kill the people. Then you come back.
When he said that,
I'm coming.
When he said,
let's go to this. Let's go to this letter. I want to read this.
I come in. You know, when you make a claim, we have to.
The Liberian Constitution gives the president the appointment power. I'm coming.
Yes. So
unlike the lawmakers, inclusive of senators and representatives who work at the will and pleasure of their constituents or constituency, ministers, directors like Gregory Coleman are appointed by the executive through the presidential power, and they take instructions solemnly from the president of the country. Gregory action is sanctioned by Joe Bouakai. Whatever Gregory does is sanctioned by Joe Bouakai.
And yes, so
and I want to read this to the Liberian people. Ministry of States for Presidential Affairs, Councillor Oswatwe, Minister, Attorney General, Republic of Liberia, Ministry of Justice. Mr. Minister, we are in receipt of your letter regarding the violent protest action that occurred at King George, Grand Kimball County on February 28, 2024, resulting in the death of 3 citizens, even though more than 3. The president concords with your. The president concords with your recommendation that government contributes US $5,000 United States dollars each to families of the 3 victims, of a total US $15,000. The Minister of Finance has been accordingly directed to source the funding and disburse same.
You kill the poor for 15,000.
So you listen to this, Boakai. Job, this is Boakai's action. There's no solution, Greg. Move in and
get 15,000.
After killing them, since they are Liberians living in destitute, dish off 15,000, 5,000 per day families each, because according to their report, now the video footage from Grand Cape Mount County indicated that there were hundreds of people wounded. More than dozens of human beings were killed in the protest.
Dozens.
I'm coming. Dozens were killed in the protest. No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
You see, dozens, but the
dozens were killed.
That was a
PRO thing. The structure. No,
now coming up, Ben. If you using that letter, that same letter that you are reading to the public, the numbers of human that you are reading the same letter.
Thank you very much. One thing been established is that
people were killed.
People were killed, and another thing established is that the government of Liberia, Mr. Boakai, pulled 15,000 also for killing Liberian people.
Yes.
So let me get this. Let's get that off. Let's get that on the record. The Liberian people are watching keenly. Another thing to talk about. Mr. Boakai came to power on a mantra of rescue. When you look across the country, there were Liberians serving in tenure positions. Aside from tenure positions, Liberians trained to provide service at the level of the Executive Protection Section, the EPS. Trained carrying firearms. Ministry of States, Liberian serving all across the country. Mr. Boakai came. Witch hunt beginning all of the day. Unlawfully removing tenure officials from their positions with the Supreme Court intervening in the situation, and you come back and use another strategy to suspend those individuals, even though there is not a proof. There is no proof of you can't come here and say Boakai is corrupt. So Boakai is serving Punch FM. If you have issue with Boakai, the internal auditors come. Boakai is in the seat serving. Your internal auditors come and conduct the investigation, but you go and get Boakai. I'm coming. I'm coming. You got Boakai out of the position and say he stole on their corruption allegations level. What did you do? Did you investigate Boakai? Until proven guilty, the accused is innocent.
They are ongoing. They are coming now.
We know the strategy.
So now they are ongoing.
We know the strategy. First of all, to go against the court. I'm coming now. Let me clear.
Yeah.
So these are some of the reasons why the judicial are not coming.
Yeah.
These are some of the reasons why the judicial branch of government budget is being reduced under Mr. Boakai.
Okay, so now, Ben, my point here is, before you come in, my point here is, they were removed from their position and ongoing investigation. We have to get that clear. And secondly, did Mr. Weah remove any position? People that
when you want President Weah and Joe Biden debate, can you remove somebody? He said, okay, Ben was the one hosting the show. Ben talked about sitting in the seat. Okay. Ben talked about in the seat. Boakai said Ben is incompetent. Ben cannot run this show. Ben does not have the ability, doesn't have the control, he doesn't have the intellect to run the show. Then Boakai put, and the CEO of this station said, okay, Ben move. Boakai said he move. All the workers said, let Ben move. Then Boakai they put you in a chair. You can't, I'm coming. Then you sit over there, and when you on the show, you're making simple mistakes, grammatical structure, there's error. You cannot compose yourself. You don't even know how to ask the guest question. Then when I say, Boakai, man, say Ben could not perform this thing. You worse than Ben. He said, Ben did the same thing.
You don't know. So I'm asking, I'm going to repeat this question again. Did Mr. Weah remove tenure people that were serving tenure positions from their position based on the issue of corruption? Yes or no?
Boakai, let me say this to you. I honor it. We are under the direct. I'm coming. The country is under the direct leadership of Joe Boakai.
Yeah.
Joe Boakai came to power with less than 1% on the basis of quote unquote rescue. He said the country better. In fact, Pape even went as far to say if you win the elections, it will be the end of the country. Desperation. Yeah, so let me say this to you. When we are discussing Joe Boakai, we do not compare Joe Boakai with President Weah.
Okay.
President Weah is the immediate former president of the country. Boakai is saying one president to change things.
Yeah.
So let me say this to you. We would deal with Joe Boakai on the basis of the expectation he raised.
Okay, so let me cross over to Fode. What's the fee? We are not looking at the future of the CDC. With the walking away of the MPP, we just saw a press statement on yesterday. MPP is gone. Mr. Edwin Melvin Snow, that once supported the presidency of former President George Manuel Weah, the LPDP, political parties that emerged to get CDC to where it is, they are all walking away. What's the future of the CDC?
I just want to make a point on that before you go to the Secretary General.
Okay.
You see a thing, Liberian, the so-called, people get so intoxicated when they find themselves around the corridor of power. I see some UP unsophisticated apologists celebrating the withdrawal of the NPP from the Coalition for Democratic Change. But I don't know what's happening to their mind, their sense of thinking, their sense of reasoning. And even some of the so-called people in Unity Party who claim to be sophisticated and moving around celebrating. It's sickening. Something must be wrong with the score. You ran a collaborating political party arrangement with ANC, Liberty Party, and Unity Party. At the time, the late Councillor Brunson was alive. ALP was out of the arrangement. ALP had some issues, and then ALP joined, and it became collaborating political party CPP. They worked together. It was through the CPP they coined so many things, partnering with Mr. Star, launched so many anti-government protests to defame the Weah administration. What happened in the last minute? In the 2023 elections, the coalition of opposition under the banner of CPP hold. Stop being sick in the hair for the party team, man. Let me remind you, Mr. Alexander Cummings ANC with the Bilitis faction of Liberty Party, party company with Mr. Boakai, Unity Party, the All Liberian Party company. This current administration of Joe Boakai is a conglomeration of the MDR and the Unity Party. And you have the Younglist faction. I'm coming there. Listen. So you have a collaboration first. It was both the joint Liberty Party of Youngley and Bility, the ANC force of Alexander Cummings, and that of the ALP of Mr. Yu. It was expected that conglomeration will face the CDC and against the other power. You want a breakaway. And today, Boakai is president. NPP under our democratic tenants have the right, after the arrangement, 6 years of collaboration, to say, yes, we return to status quo antique and have our party internal issues resolved. We have our party's agenda and move into history.
So there's no there's no effect on it.
There's no effect. And let me say this to you. It's naivety for anyone to think that political marriages are imminent or inevitable. So let me say this to you on this public manner. The CDC Council of Patriots congratulate Her Excellency Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and her team at the NPP
for walking away.
For exercising their democratic franchise. It's not walking away. Boakai, let me answer this question. You can ask both questions. The sooner Unity Party people realize, one smart man Unity Party that Boakai Jaliba. He's very smart. He posted before at that time, Boakai inauguration take place. Boakai had been now president-elect. President Weah congratulated him. Boakai Jaliba went on Facebook. He said, people don't like the reality. You're in a country where you get blue and green. John Weah, with all of the popularity, was in charge, popular than Boakai. He was in the presidency. He was in the country as the president. With less than 1%, he's out of the presidency.
expectation raised. You get Joe Barker saying on there with a complex compound problem and expectation raised that cannot easily be solved by any human being. Then you there and think with arrogance that there's this entitlement that Joseph Barker here for, he will be here for 12 years. That's
the same thing you guys used to say.
You know you learn from Barker, you know you learn from the point now. So let's start being the journalists. People say sensational headlines, sensationalism. It makes no sense. I expect that when I wake up tomorrow, I should hear that the LPDP withdraw from the arrangement. And when I wake up tomorrow, I want to hear that the party of Dada Kase, what's the party name? That they LPDP. I want to wake up in the morning and hear that party has they withdraw for the coalition. All of the, you know what's gonna happen? NPP got to build a formidable force to not NPP got to be engaged in Boaka. Let me tell you one of the sources, whether we like it or not. The CPP did not succeed together as a collaboration, but the CPP, you know, the CPP succeeded in. The CPP succeeded in putting their forces together to engage
the CDC.
To engage the CDC. Yeah, they did that. And then on, they went their separate ways. It's too early for collaboration, I can tell you, Barker.
We still have years.
We still have years to go. Political. You know what CDC went into collaboration? CDC went into collaboration. It was something around 2016, 2017. Yeah. That's the time you go to collaboration. Why do you think the CPP, you know why the CPP split? That analysis we saw, the CPP didn't hold because the collaboration was too early and people were harboring their personal ambitions too much. That's why it didn't hold. What happened later on? And we saw MD Arrow and United Party last minute last minute time because the two people know they collaborating to go for election. But I can say at that point in time he was dance with the devil. So in this political arrangement, let's start disturbing Liberian people with the other party withdraw. It means nothing. CDC remain firm. And I can say this to you. This party will return to national leadership in 2029.
Okay, let's go to the SG of the CDC Council of Patriot. My next question to you, SG, is that we have been seeing, like I said, I follow it closely, and sometimes we will see you talking about protest. We will see supporting protests about bad governance and the system is being corrupt and a lot of other things. We saw a statement from Mr. Yeke Koluba about conducting a protest. Are you in support of said protest?
The CDC Council of Patriots as a political civil rights movement unashamedly, wholeheartedly, joyfully endorses the movement for Liberians in Boaka's presidency being initiated by Honorable Yeke Koluba. And here's why. When there is anyone in this country that campaigned for Mr. Boaka for 6 years in a row, Honorable Yeke Koluba.
Exactly.
If this man can now feed the frustration, if this man can now tell us that Mr. Boaka is corrupt when we are seeing, if this man can now reflect out how nepotistic the government is, if this man can be the one aligning and highlighting the gross violation of the rule of law, if this man can be flecking out the wish huntfulness of this regime, Mr. Boaka, I would tell him, bang, the thing that Honorable Yeke Koluba is doing, 99.9% of the Liberian politicians cannot do it. In 6 months, Honorable Yeke could say, I support that Boaka. Let me just, you know, I love me God. Let me just be getting my own small money and hustle for him. I show him more because I supported the mayor. But in the midst of the kind of form of manner on the Bokoruba anti-CDC, the action of Yeke today, it benefits the CDC indirectly as an opposition political party.
He's not coming. Don't you think he's coming to gain something from the CDC with such posture that he's posting now against the Unity Party? Probably he's trying to seek favor from the CDC. That's why he's coming.
The action, the consistency of Honorable Yeke Koluba to agitate against his own self-countryman, his uncle, Mr. Boaka, is red. Here's what I want to say. When Amon Stewart of the LPRC claim to propose that FPRC must start selling oil and gas in the country, wherein Liberia importers will be reduced from business. Their profit will decelerate. It will almost be like a shutting down of Liberia own businesses. That is not a benefit of CDC. It is a benefit of Liberia businesses. Honorable Yekekol believe in him, man. He should protest against that. When Mr. Bwaka should be negotiating deals initially in the loan of the country, according to Article 34C of the Liberia Constitution, it says that the loans must be negotiated. It must start with the legislature. Mr. Bwaka will go and start negotiating yellow machine. I will can, I will not can. I will tell him say they must put in face on it. He said no, he want put in face on it. He must put in Liberia. That was a violation of the law. When everybody say it's wrong. When the public work minister can give 22.4 million contracts to dubious companies,
and the legislature support it because the legislature approve it.
We had no legislative approval.
And later on, they can approve it.
We had no legislative approval. That was a violation of the law.
And no. Let me think clear now for it. Later on, the legislator came and said, yes, of course, we support what the public work minister did.
They didn't budget. Yes, what happened? The legislature pardoned the public work minister for violating the law. And that
if the legislator pardon the public work minister, it means that they are respecting our constitution. They are. Well, how will you pardon somebody?
Thank you very much.
I come here. How will you pardon somebody as you claim that went against our constitution? Then you say, oh, because the man he himself, or because the man a hardworking man, they pardon. Action should have been taken against the president. But if you say that he was pardoned or he was not let go of the hook, it means that the legislature shot themselves in the leg.
Thank you, Bwaka. And Bwaka, here's the fact.
And then we have CDC lawmakers that are part of the legislature that should stand up for things that will be in the interest of the common people here in Liberia.
I'm admiring you this morning, Bwaka.
Yes, of course.
I'm admiring you. You are playing more of an interesting host. I can see the semblance. The semblance of in you this morning.
Go ahead, my brother.
Like you said, the act is a fact. It's an open secret. The Senate pardon. The public work minister, the House of Representatives also pardon the public work minister. That was a violation of the Code of Conduct. That was a violation of Article 54 of the Liberia Constitution. The Constitution of Liberia said, Article 54, it gives pardon authority to only the executive. The legislature cannot pardon. And you see, for us, we got our issue with the legislature. We are not happy with Speaker Kofa. We are not happy with Speaker Kofa. But you see, we are cognizant of the reality that the presidency in Liberia is an imperial presidency. Wherein, when you are president, because you control the national budget, you control the other three branches of government. But that is not what the law says. The law says the first branch of government in this country is the legislature. The legislature cannot vote the president, but they got the authority to remove the president for violating the law. Now you have a legislature that allow a public work minister who violated the POP and the PPCC law of our country, and they went upon it. So, like you said, they are violating the law. They are facilitator to Mr. Bwaka's incompetence and bad governance in the country.
Okay, so do you sometimes feel frustrated with some of the CDC lawmakers that you want them to do something in the interest of or standing up for the Liberian people, and then they go and side with the Unity Party-led government? Do you sometimes feel frustrated?
You see, I want to use the word frustrated because in CDC, in the voice of SG Jefferson Tamakoji, he says, the CDC do not lose men lose themselves. See, CDC?
Okay.
CDC is not just a political party. CDC is a political religion that people live. The people in the slum of West Point, the people in Gibraltar, the people in the Southeast, and the people in Lofa. So CDC has turned out to be a political way of life of people. So So if you believe in your mind that you can use the CDC for your separate interest, you're doing it to yourself. So we are not frustrated because the reality remains that some 5 years and few months from now, you will come back to that political party and the partisans are seeing your gross incompetence and your betrayal to them. The people, the ordinary massive, people know who their friends are. People know who their friends are. Seditions know who their friends are, who their real friends are. So if you believe you want to act in a Kakwa's position, let someone tell me, say, when I elected now, and I'm party me again, I can't serve my people. Your people are who? Your people, now I'm party people.
Mr. Engineer, let me take Ben. Let me take Ben. Then we'll go to the phone lines because we have to take some calls. We are running with time. Ben, some seditions, the ordinary seditions are becoming frustrated with some hierarchies within the CDC because they are not speaking on national issues. Some of them, they are now siding with the ruling party. Some of them are sort of posed from even Fode. He said some hierarchies within the unit, the CDC, they are becoming mute on national issues. They are not speaking out like the way you, the Ben massacre, the Ben Tokpa, the Fode massacre, the way you guys are standing against things that are happening in the country. Most especially the Bouakar's administration, some folks within the CDC are not doing it.
Let me tell you this, BK. I won't distinguish. I'll be calling you BK on the show because people being because the Bouakar man, I don't know how you man. Let me tell you something, right? Those that are disappointed in this country are not seditions. Seditions are living with the fate. We know that President Weah is no longer in the mansion. And we celebrate his legacy knowing that he did better. And even if you give Bouakar 10 more terms, he cannot do 1% of what President Weah did for this country. So those that are disappointed are those who sacrificed their all, stood in the rain and the sun to elect a fraud of a president in Joe Bouakar. Let me say this to you. Let's go to CDC. Partisans of the Congress for Democratic Change, concomitant to the Coalition for Democratic Change, have had the zest, the tenacity, and fortitude calling on the party to engage, robust, like it happened when Joe Bouakar was leading the charge calling for Weah Step Down campaign, June 7 protests, and the list goes on, blocking the roads, shutting the streets down, and all of that. But the CDC has been doing very well as an opposition. Under the stewardship of Chairman Janga Ko, being at the level of the biggest grassroots civil rights movement, the CDC Council of Patriots, we've seen Chairman Janga Ko documenting the excesses of Bouakar errors, his mis and bad governance, the kakistocratic and kleptocratic form of misrule has been well documented. And some of the things that the CDC documented, going after Liberians from top to bottom. Once you are perceived to be a sedition or somebody who voted His Excellency President Weah in the 2023 elections, those of the people who voted His Excellency in 2017 and got appointed or got government job in 2018, whether civil servant or not, even janitors have been sacked out of their jobs. Quite recently, Bouakar, workers at the Invisible Sports Park, a park built by President George Weah, dozens of them were laid out of their jobs.
Wow.
Good information.
I will do an investigation on that.
Do that, my brother.
I will do an investigation.
And Bouakar, sometimes we come on the show, sometimes we got to put politics aside.
Yeah.
We got to discuss the real issues. You see, it wasn't weakness when CDC came to power and tolerated a lot of people. Ellen chose to downsize and right-size people. George Weah said, what we get here, we'll work together. The wage is too much, we'll do harmonization and break it down. But let's not take bread from people's table. If $400 there and Ben and Bouakar can share responsibility, Ben can take $2, Bouakar take $2, everybody get burned at the table. Now let's go to the issue. So the CDC has been very constructive as an opposition.
And take, for example, you train Liberians, foreign service people that went to university, had the opportunity in Liberia Foreign Service Institute. They are sent on foreign missions. You deprive them of paying them for up to 5 months. Some of them are stranded. They can barely pay you. Disgracing the country. Only because you think some of them did not go to the Balaba and put their thumb for Joseph Newman Boake. People are dying over the streets. Look at the policy. One of the policies you say you want copy. You see, you don't copy after policy like that. It's like you say the laws infatuated in America, you bring an infatuated in Liberia straight. But you don't have you don't infatuate the system. The no-go zone, we don't have issue with no-go zone, for the record. But let me say this to you. I mean, hepatitis B, the sickness that is transferable through sweat and others. You may think, I mean, do you know the ratio, the number of people that are battling liver disease or diseases? Now you come up. You just say, oh, I'm aware here, man. No, today, as I speak to you, it is very devastating that Boaka, Ben, Fode, and more than 100 persons a day will wear a single helmet, profusely sweating. No public safety regulation, public health regulation instituted. Okay. So let me say this to you. That goes to Boaka massively felt the price of our staple rice is going up. He boycotted the meeting from the rice importers. Has been very responsible. Okay, Joe Boaka has messed up our country. And the CDC is getting these SSs. And let me say this to you. Finally, before you take your call, right? And Robert Porch said this, and I quote, "When the interest of the marginalized is jeopardized, reaction becomes inevitable. The wrath of the Liberian masses is poised to fall to Newman Boaka." And at that point in time, the CDC COP will endorse the movement against Boaka presidency. We will be on the forefront with other patriotic institutions to move into history and make sure that Joe Boaka recklessness stop and that he govern or exit the seat.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the voice of Ben Belief Tokbai. He's from the CDC Council of Patriot and Food Master Corps here. Also, let's take a few calls. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome. 0778665699. Good morning. Yeah.
Morning.
Your name, where joining us from?
This is Pascal Davis from District 6.
Welcome, Pascal.
Firstly, I'm worried about your safety at Punch FM. I don't know whether you remain at Punch FM for 6 years.
Why? Why you say so?
Yeah, so I'm worried because you will have to host many of us who feel that the government is proceeding wrongly, right? So you have Ben in the studio. The way he spoke, then Liberians have now told to us, Mr. George, we are in 2029. That's what I'm sensing, right? So I'm worried about your safety over there.
If you follow, if Ben them they said they are here. When I was with even Costa, that's my posture. This is my posture. I haven't changed from day one. So I'm
sure our Punch FM will be as tolerant as you are. That's what I'm driving to, right?
Okay.
So let me say thanks to my big brothers in studio. You know, we are under a government that have lost track of everything. So the first thing, even if the child didn't go to school, even you over there, if any one of us didn't go to school to know governance, but just for the fact that Mr. Boaka went to the court, just for the fact that he went to the Supreme Court of this land, the highest court in the land, and the court said, go back because you're in error. Make sure you retain those people. It just tell all of us in that bureau that Mr. Boaka cannot govern the country.
Okay.
Because mind you, come in.
But we have to take a lot of calls now. I want
to conclude.
Yeah, conclude quickly.
So what that means is that you can't even have investors come in the country because the first person who's supposed to respect the law of the land is the one breaking the law. And for investors to come, they must have interest in the justice system of our country. So
okay, thank you so much. Let's take out like 4 more calls on 0778 665699. We have someone on the WhatsApp number. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. My name is Douglas. I'm calling from Europe. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, Douglas. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the program. Look, Boaka, Liberia has a big problem. Look, some guys will come on the show, try to market their ignorance. They say they are politicians. Look, let me tell you, nowhere, no medical record in the world will tell you that wearing one helmet will spread diseases. Nowhere. People wear helmets here in Europe, Rwanda, all over the world. You will not hear, even doing the Ebola and the something, how they call it, Corona time. People exchange helmets. It never look where I'm working in the medical sector. So that one a complete policy. So,
Okay.
nowhere in the world, nowhere in the world that they will tell you that that buying rice and gasoline, keeping it as a buffer, will tell you say that is you are selling it on the street, and which is unlawful.
Okay. All right. Let's take other callers, my brother. Thank you for making your point. Let's cross over to the other line and take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, Baga, good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
Yeah, this is Moivi Soni, called from Central Monrovia.
Okay, Moivi, welcome. You're live on the show.
Yeah, Baga, you know, this morning show has a lot of followers. So at times, if you bring in some guests on your show, you gotta think twice. Because one, what will happen? It degenerates your listeners, where people will not get the anxiety and appetite to listen to your show. You cannot bring people that humiliate every human being in this country, and, you know, at the embassy. They are not even coherent their thoughts. Those boys, they barely even communicate their ideas. They are not even making sense.
Yeah, but they have
So,
they have a voice.
they
They have a voice to hear too. So that's why we give a lot on the platform.
Yeah, no, to when you go, you shouting on the radio, or that's why you have a voice to be heard. But once you are not making sense, then it's a time.
No, man, you're not saying it, man. They're not making sense too now. Respond quickly. We have to.
Let me respond to some of that issue. One, they talk about the private jet of the president. The Guinea-Bissau president voluntarily sent a private jet for Mr. Boakai. Which the trip he made a trip one day. He made a trip on one day. It's not a case of Mr. Weah. Yeah, here's the thing they didn't understand. Mr. Weah private jet was parking or using taxpayer money to fuel it or what have you. This is not the case. They barely even understand simple things, but it's unpopular.
Yeah, but Moivi, when a private jet was sent for the president, Boakai, once he said that he don't want to be like Weah, he should have rejected it and go on passenger flight.
No, the reason why the public outcry on Weah private jet, because we are using taxpayer money. Your tax can use the rest of the car.
Okay.
That's the reason that we are using, but it's not the case of Mr. Boakai. The voluntary sent private jet for Mr. Boakai and the fuel. And yeah, it is. Those CDC boys, those CDC clowns.
No. Sorry, we will not do that here. I beg you, please. Let's take another caller. Good morning, welcome. We will not do that.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Let me say good morning to your studio guests. Well, this is the voice of Prince Kolake, and I phone from District 5 along the Integrity Avenue, respectively. You know, as coming from a public speaking background, I was told that the speaker has greater impact on the message. For me to have heard the voice of Ben, Belief, Topak, Puka, Rabo, all of those people speaking on good governance, it's something that beats my imagination. So where were their consciences yesterday? You know, we all were here. We started, they were part of doing some protest. We agitated. They were only doing it in belief view that Samuel Twa should call them. The very day their normal run with the cause of Samuel Twa, it was where they betrayed the story. I'm even told that Ben Bidi Toba is offering services to the grave of Natana Mange, his dead mother. That where they found out now, they can be serving God.
No problem.
And now I say I'm told. Now, if you went yesterday when they bought large from soup when they were protesting, face the country. They say face my heart.
Okay.
They say face my whole room.
All right.
They bought naked man.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's take another person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from.
All right. My name is Josiah Small for me from the Common Peace Island.
Okay.
You say, let me say thank you to our brother from the other side. Guess what? You coming from the CDC and from the Unity Party that brought this government power. But you know, one common thing we have in common, something we have in common is Liberia. So it is this guy, right? Ben Kochi, whosoever just came from previous government, it is your right to checkmate it as a government. So why you use project, give accountability on Article 15. It is a right to inform, our right to be informed. We know about the functions and everything about the government. It is not privilege, it is our right. So you see, when you see good governance, when you see good president, good leader, these are things that should be happening. Your citizens be asking you. They guys are citizens. You can be from the city, but then it's president for all. Let me say thank you. They can see the wrong at least. They identify the wrong that President Boga said. Let's listen to our critics and take the good one and work with it so that we can look forward. They are our brothers, they are our sisters. It is our right to criticize and checkmate us when the wrong is then done.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take our last caller. Then we cross over to the guys to wrap up. We are already out of time. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, welcome.
And let me say good morning to your city guests and the listener following the broadcast. My name is William Covey, and I joined this conversation from District City headed by creepy dictator Small Monoba. And thank you so much. I said I listened to the political comedian in studio.
My man, hello, Kwewu, I want you to take that word back. They are our brothers, and we have to respect them for their view. So I beg you, please take that word back. They are not a comedian here. I will not invite comedian on my platform.
For the sake of the show, for the sake of the show and the sanity of the show, I will take it back. But next time, if they
okay, go ahead. Out time, Kwewu.
For the language or I we use for unity party.
Go ahead, Kwewu. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. You see, the former validated some of the claims that would then make it against George Weah. So the former said, Waka instructed Gregory Kuma to go and kill people in Great Timor. So the former two are validated that the owner George Weah only 18 protests that were held in Kingsville. Number 7, commonly known as number 7 on Takata, where the protests that were held, the police went and shot a boy to death. And also COVID-19 time in West Point, where police went and kicked hot water on a little child, and that led to the little child passing off. So the comment is telling us that it was George Weah who released that order to the Liberia National Police. And the comment also informing us that now they believe in Yeke Koruba. So it means whatsoever thing Yeke said against George Weah at the time in the CDC, the comment also agree with us that yes, Yeke was true, Yeke was right for saying it. So you see a first caller there, he was very astonished that saying, go back at yourself is at threat because the nosy guys are intolerant and yes, these are things that is not happening their regime.
Okay.
CDC regime government official who freedom for opposition to go and criticize the government.
So we take 2 calls, then we cross over to our brother 077-8665-699. Just 2 more calls. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, brother Kamara.
Yes, sir. Your name, where you joining us from?
Brother, this is Fabian Do. You know, brother, thank you. I think what you used to do at Costa, bring it to point. Thank you. Brother, you know, President Brother will not call you that nothing minority. You will listen to that view, and next time decide to respond to his communication people. But thank God they are around. They are informing President Brother that they are around, and we know that they are around.
Okay. Thanks so much. Let's take somebody from this line here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, bro, guys.
Yes, sir. Your name, where you joining us from?
My name is Mohammed Sisi, and I join from Amagaji community.
Welcome, Mohammed.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for making this station to be interactive station. Because if people are in the studio there. If now Freedom FM, they will not allow it because Freedom FM is a CBC station. Yeah, don't go far. Let me just go to the point. And the point here is, who are those COP boys? Are those boys? Because it's shocking me this morning to hear them on Point FM. Because since President we are denying that not those to COP. To be member of the who they call COP, CBC COP. I just hearing them this morning.
But they been around. Let's take another caller here. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, you are live. Your name, where joining us from?
My name is Vanny Cooper, calling you from Puebla, Montana.
Welcome, Vanny.
Those guys that are in studio this morning, be watchful of the words that speak against our leader. They are not even calling our president by his title. They are just calling Joe Boakai.
No, they kept saying President Boakai, man. I will not listen. I will not say here. They call even myself. Here, I will never call former President George Weah. No. I sat here. No. I sat here and I listened to them. They've been saying. Okay, go ahead. Let me conclude quickly, my brother.
So they need to be watchful with their words. You see. So why the person who made the allegation, can he play the audio that Joseph Boakai instructed a Gabriel Kuma to shoot and kill the peaceful citizens of this country? Can he play that video?
Okay,
if you
so
play that video now, I will hang myself.
Okay. When you may play video, you hang yourself. Let's take our last call. The guys. This is our last call this morning. Then we wrap it up. You guys, the message when you play the video or your brain recording, you will hang yourself. Let's take your last caller. Your name is joining us from. Welcome.
Good morning, brother.
Yes, sir.
This is Jeremiah Small. I cover this with the County.
Welcome, Jeremiah.
Yeah, Mr. Brother, let me thank you for the show and thank you for accepting, God, at least some of our kind of the day. Ben Topa been jumping from place to place. He left from the ANC, went to the UA. You were elect, the UA, giving cards, you can leave all the places. The partner, you want to CDC, and they are quiet, so they want to make their way. And if they are qualified, we'll give them a job. But let me tell you something.
You get a job now? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna ask you if you get a job.
This government is a government of crucial. So we give those competent and qualified individuals. That's why they are criticism. We are noted for that. But let me say something. One caller said something, and look at the word they were using on Mr. Boakai or President Boakai. They were prefer calling former President Weah. They even calling Joseph Boakai President Boakai. They keep using the word Boakai. And there were a lot of allegations. Let me tell you something. This country should move forward. This country, it will keep tearing one another apart. The country will not go anywhere. We need to stop this kind of petty.
But man, not only one political party tearing the country apart. Even the Union Party said tearing the country apart.
Let me tell you something. Whenever the man who today saw the report, Mr. Koluba. Yesterday they were the same people who said the man is a madman. So today it's in town now.
Okay, thank you so much. So guys, you guys listen to the callers. We'll have to wrap it up here because we are already out of time. For you listen. Let's cross over to you. You listen to all of the callers.
So Baga, my brother, when you see one coming to where around your platform because we're afraid maybe they will dismiss you.
No. Don't think about that because you know what happened?
No.
You know what happened? This platform was given to me to run an independent platform. That's why you see me. I can bring you here. Not only you're from the CDC, I can bring other people here from CDC. I can bring other people here from the other people from different political party or just here
to move.
Yeah, from move. So everybody from everywhere can come here. So it's not that nobody fire me, my brother.
Yes, here's the essence of my statement. When you say CDC COP bracket, it vibrates the system of Unity Party. It punches them into agony. So we understand who we are. And trust me, that is our role. We will make the government uncomfortable to be accountable to the Liberian people. I re-emphasize, we will make the government uncomfortable to be accountable to the Liberian people. And quickly, someone talk about July 26th. Porque an allegation of beating, porque any will hang off in the picture they don't want to quote in the print media. Queen Johnson of the United Party, the murderer Joshua Bar, your United Party sister. No, porque this country, we are too deceptive. You're looking at us on allegation of beating that we accepted, we went to court. We went to court. And you say, hey, we're not there, we're not that. But we understand the fear. Queen Johnson of United Party, the murderer Joshua Bar, that were beaten and he died from internal bleeding by Queen Johnson and others, where group of angry protesters wanted to do something to her at Red Lion. The police arrested the situation and took her into safety. The police declared Queen Johnson wanted. Senator Mr. Walker and the United Party said Queen Johnson will never go for investigation. Queen Johnson haven't go for investigation. But today, as I speak to you, Mr. Walker have ordered Sekou Duklé to appoint a non-grade student Queen Johnson as director of record. No, okay, that's not a laughing thing. Okay. There is a amount of deception in this country. There's someone opening their mouth to say, and say they do this. Yes, we had allegation of beating and we went to court. We accepted the rule of law that decent people can behave like that. Okay. But today, the United Party has sent a murderer, a killer,
get a job, get a
Queen Johnson as director, a non-grade student. You see, there's somebody made mention about Yeke Kaluba. Oh, so that today you know you get a man. So today you know you get a man. Is it working for us?
They were asking. They were asking. So now, because you guys referred to him previously as madman, now you guys are celebrating him.
We, CDC-COP as an institution, we don't call people mad people. But yeah, you know why people fear us? People fear us because on the genuineness of our advocacy. Our advocacy can be fact-based, it can be fiery, it can make you uncomfortable, you can want to take out your trousers. So that's why we say, Honorable Yeke Kaluba, our disagreement with him on policy issues will not be a deal breaker for us to align and work together and redeem this country. No.
Okay.
We will work together. And finally to conclude.
Yeah, we are out of time. We're going 20 minutes.
Finally to conclude. Yesterday evening, the CDC-COP released a press statement calling for an immediate recall of the budget to the legislature, and there should be a 10% increment for the judiciary. You can't go get a judiciary 2.8. It means Mr. Walker is not ready for the rule of law, and the rule of law is set into the arrest agenda. Okay, so we are begging for the judiciary.
Ben, let's conclude quickly. We are out of time. We've gone 20 minutes extra.
Walker, thank you again for the platform. You know, let me say this to you. The presidency is not a child's play. When you become president, you do not play fun. You do not use it to injure the Liberian people or your constituency or the country. Let me remind you quickly to tell you how this man and Joe Walker decided to destroy the country using the presidency. This man awarded murderers with top positions. The Minister of Internal Affairs, the last time we met in Lima, we had a conversation, and I know that conversation ran through his spine. We told him in bold face that he lacked the credibility to lead read on the mortal remains of the late Representative Johnson Gueglo, CDC lawmaker in Lima. We told him in his spine, and Yumale was embarrassed. He had to boycott the program. Yumale, how can you be an elder in Lofa, a highly traditional boycott you from Lofa? Release instruction. You didn't hear the name Momo Tamatela and instructed that he get killed. In another instance, he was recorded with a kingsman, and he might have instructed that he even threatened to kill Thomas P. Fala in the same Lofa County. To date, Joe Walker rewarded Francis Yumale as Minister of Internal Affairs. That is a sacred position in the country where you enter out the chief and elders in the internal operation of the country. You control the superintendents, the mayor, the man now, the chief killer in Lofa County. I'm coming, Walker. Let me land. It's the Internal Affairs Minister.
Okay.
Not only that, so you remember Prince Johnson, the people of Nima voted for him. He's a senator. I mean, he came as a senator. He participated in the politics, but naked. Of all of the things we see, even video Prince Johnson wanted to kill the man who came out and he killed people. Open be better than stomach, pot naked. We saw the first lady, Katumu Mbake. She went to his foundation and go donate to him.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Waka, give me 1 minute, me closer now. Give me justice here.
You have to go, bro.
You know the reason why Gregory Como had to go kill in Grand Kema is because Joseph Walker, who is in the mansion, believe in killing. This juncture, I want to say this in conclusion. To the Liberian people, those of you listening, whether you voted for Joe Walker and you are disenchanted, to the market women who market struggles are broken down everywhere, to those of our people to those of you who
in Florida water. You can better sit in your shelters. And Mr. Bwaka being very insensitive, I want to say this to you. The CDC Council of Patriots is here, and we are going to engage this government. We keep Mr. Bwaka feet on the fire until he rescue or he excuse the presidency.
Thank you so much. That's the voice of Ben Belief Topai and for the massacre. They were here from the Council of that CDC Council of Patriots sharing breakfast with us this morning. Join us tomorrow morning. That's when Ishmael and I will be here back with a brand new edition of the show. Up until then, it's bye-bye from our end.
That makes a difference. Punch, you can't beat it, not even in a marathon. Here comes the punch that makes a difference. Punch FM, the newest sensation.
Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
My people, you don't hear it? The LRA people, the people then that can collect government taxes, they say that it's time now to pay your real estate tax. Whether you get horse or you get land in the city or outside the city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay your tax from now to July 1 this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know about paying your taxes for your properties. Just cooperate when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us can enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, the government will do plenty fun things for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
In a live at from a board, John Brown. You can pay even when you living uptown. Pay your real property taxes.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax, we all enjoy.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Yes, we are the biggest betting partner and we are here to stay. My people, they're not time to listen to your favorite radio, Punch FM 106.7. Listen, just make sure you get your MTN mobile money account ready because Mokofi Umpa is coming west. Listen to your favorite presenter on Punch FM 106.7 Punch Cash giveaway. To be a part, dial *799#. Every entry is just $100 Liberian and you can enter as many times as you wish. Don't say an and Punch FM